get this fish in before the sharks come. That's it. It's a big black Aguti. The sharks! The sharks! The sharks are on it! Oh no! Oh no! They're ripping it apart! Watch out, guys! Watch out! Get out of the water! Get back, guys! Get back!
Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Look how many sharks are here.
My name is Cyril Choquet, and I spend my life traveling the world, chasing monster fish.
Careful! Careful! It's gonna jump!
This time, I'm in French Polynesia.
Wow.
On a mission to help scientists study the health of reef predators. The original plan was to catch a huge, legendary carangidae, known to the locals as the blacktip. But I wasn't ready for what was waiting for me below the surface here. More sharks than I've ever seen before.
Oh my God.
Why are there so many?
Well, I'm gonna be able to catch a fish around here. It's so many sharks.
Careful, Cyril!
Why are they so aggressive?
Let it go!
And why can't I find the reef predator I'm after?
The extreme danger zone.
Could all these questions be related? That's exactly what marine biologist and shark expert Jody Rummer wants to find out.
Everything is interconnected.
Beautiful. I love sharks. But how am I going to complete this research mission?
Jody wants me to find and study the other predators here. If I can.
Oh, look at the shark behind it. Oh no! Poor fish! Poor fish!
Finding a massive variety here would be a good sign that the reef is healthy. But at every turn, it's the sharks that are waiting.
I've never seen so many sharks in my life.
French Polynesia is a vast territory comprising over 100 islands and atolls in the South Pacific, over 2,500 miles south of Hawaii. There's far more water than land here, and many of the islands are unpopulated. But the ocean is a different story. It's home to over 800 species of fish and tons of predators. It's also the largest shark sanctuary on the planet. But covering an area almost half the size of the US, it's gonna be tough finding the fish I'm after. Right now, though, that's not the only obstacle.
Way too windy and too rough to get out of the atoll. I mean, look at the ocean.
I'm on the atoll of Fakarava, a tiny strip of land in the endless expanse of the Pacific Ocean. This area is a magnet for marine biologists around the world.
Thank you so much for all your help.
That's a pleasure. That's a pleasure.
When fishing, I often help collect data for science, fish study, marine conservation,
Now we can track it.
and research.
All right, let's help the shark.
The work that you guys are doing, it saves lives.
And this time, I'll be helping study the health of the reef predators here.
Hey, Jody.
Hey, Cyril.
I just landed in Fakarava. I just got here.
Oh, so lucky. My favorite place on the planet.
Do I catch you home in Australia?
Yes, I'm back in Australia.
Jody Rummer is an American-born marine biologist working with ARC, the Australian Research Council, studying the world's coral reef systems, especially in French Polynesia. I'm gonna help her with a new study of mid-sized predators called mesopredators to see if they've been impacted by the area's shark sanctuary.
I'll try my best to catch some of the mesopredators as I'm looking for that GT, and hopefully I'm catching that black Aguti.
We're super interested in what these mesopredator populations are looking like. Your snapper, your trevally, your groupers, are they looking healthy? You know, in the face of French Polynesia being a shark sanctuary.
Everything is interconnected.
If the reef is healthy, what you'd hope to see is a lot of those middle predators and large sizes as well.
I was here 10 years ago, and already the shark population was tremendous to me. Like it was very impressive, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get exposed to a lot of sharks.
I hope so. So I'd really like to know what the sharks are looking like as well.
I'm hoping I call you back in a couple of days with some good results.
Oh, I'm super excited to get this research going, so I hope you get some good results as well.
All right, talk to you in a couple of days.
Okay, see you soon.
The next day, the wind is still too strong to head out in the boat, so I'm gonna try fishing from shore.
That looks like a pretty good spot to cross here. Pretty shallow. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Look how many sharks are here. Check this out. This is unreal.
It's nice to see this many sharks. Jody wants me to catch any mid-sized predatory fish that isn't a shark. And the blacktip is the one I really want. Since they love reefs, I should be able to catch one from shore. But reefs and lagoons are also shark territory. I don't want to catch or bother sharks, but to get where I'm going, I have to cross this lagoon.
Check this out. Check this out. They're super curious. Those are blacktip reef sharks. Out of all sharks, they are one of the least aggressive species, but you know, they're really curious. They come and check you out right away. Look what I'm saying. Look. See? They're charging me right away. Investigating right now. They're not aggressive, but you still got to be careful, you know. They're still sharks, so they got teeth. Nasty teeth.
I've swum and dove with many kinds of sharks, and if they're not excited by appraised blood or distress signals, in general, they mind their own business. These sharks aren't super dangerous, but it can do some permanent damage if they bite me. While studying sharks in the Bahamas for conservation, I met Debbie Solomon, who became a shark activist after getting bit in shallow water.
The shark was just right on the back of my foot. And it just then bit down even harder. And I was screaming, it's got me, it's got me. But luckily it let go and realized it wasn't what it was after.
So it severed your Achilles tendon completely. Wow.
Bites are rare, but I need to be careful just the same. I value my feet.
Look at this little stalker here. Whoa, look at this guy. Oh man, this guy bit the rod tip. Unreal. You're literally stalking me. I'm surrounded with sharks here. That's why you gotta keep your head on the swivel here. Hey, get out of here.
Leave me alone, shark. Come on. Get out of here. Come on, get out. Get out of here.
They're not aggressive, but still, you know, it's nice to stick around here too long.
Little buggers. Oh man, I love sharks, but these guys were intense.
At least the advantage here is that the water is so clear that you can see them coming from a distance. I mean, look how beautiful this is. It's like an aquarium. Stunning. The water is crystal clear.
The reason why there are so many sharks in these waters is that in 2012, the world's biggest shark sanctuary was created around the islands of French Polynesia, exactly where I'm now. Almost 3 million square miles of ocean. It's half the size of Canada. Sharks are protected here, and from what I just saw, they're doing really well. But is it like this everywhere? I guess I'll find out soon enough. I arrive at a spot that seems really good for bigger rati. Very close to shore is a reef, and past that, the dark blue water, where it drops straight down into the abyss of the Pacific Ocean, where all kinds of predators hunt. Here, the only place to cast from is right where the waves break on the rocks.
You see, the challenge here is that in order to put the lure where the big fish are, I need to cast really far from the shore. Because you see the green water here near shore, it's not deep enough water for the big fish to be there. They're gonna be swimming right where the green water meets the deep blue water over there. It's a wall, it drops straight down into really deep water, all the way to 300 feet. And the big fish, they patrol along that ledge looking for food. This spot is really intense, but I love it. Oh, big roller coming in. You see what I do? When there's a big roller coming in like this, I use the lure as an anchor. I put the lure in the rocks and I use the rod and the line and the lure to actually stop me from getting swept out with a wave. Oh, I just cast right next to a shark. Don't take the lure, shark. Don't take it. Okay, good. Hey, you're gonna see it in the wave. Boom. Whoa. Man, there are sharks everywhere here. Everywhere.
On the outer rim of the atoll, the waters are teeming with gray reef sharks. But they're not the only ones around. The blacktips from the lagoon seem to have followed me here.
Check this out. You see the blacktip reef shark there? Right now I'm kind of trapped in between the blacktip reef sharks here and over there on the reef, the gray reef sharks. It's so many sharks, it's unreal. Unreal. Oh man, there's another one there. See that? Look. Incredible. Oh, look at that over there. Oh no, he went around a rock or something.
The fish must have dived into a hole, and now my line is stuck.
Must be a grouper because he went straight into a hole, so I'm trying to let him swim out of the hole.
Groupers are one of the middle predators that Jody wants for the study. But right now, all I can do is keep tension on line to prevent the fish from shaking the hook loose.
You see, that's also the challenge with this kind of fishing, is that there's so many rocks and holes that the fish can hide in. That makes it really tough to land them. Good. I lost the fish, but I got the lure back at least. Taking the leader. It's actually all right. There was a nice grouper.
He would have been a great fish to add to Jody's study of middle predators. But at least I know they're here. And hopefully there's a blacktip around.
Whoa, right here. Oh. They look like a Narati. Oh man, strong fish. Like it's a bluefin. Oh, the shark's on it. The shark's on it. Gotta let this fish quick. And I just saved this fish from the sharks. There was a big shark chasing it. It's exactly the kind of fish that Jody's looking for. The beautiful bluefin. Yes! Beautiful fish. It's the same family as what I'm looking for. It's a trevally, but it's a bluefin trevally. I mean, look at the colors on this fish. It's just stunning. The mix of purple, blue, iridescent blue, mixed with green. Oh, God, what a splendid animal. It might not be the Orati I'm looking for, but it's a mesopredator, so we'll take a picture for Jody. I'm kind of afraid for the fish. I don't really want to let it go right now because there's so many sharks on the hunt out there.
When the coast is clear, it's time to release this bluefin.
All right, good luck. Man, it's a fierce environment. We say the environment is rough in the jungle, but out there in the sea, there's no mercy.
Two bites in 10 minutes. That's a good sign that this reef is healthy enough to support lots of mesopredators. I keep at it for another hour, but no more bites.
I think I know why I'm not getting any action anymore. As soon as you catch a fish, you know, like the distress signals of this fish in the water attracts the attention of the sharks. And right now, the sharks are here, so all the fish are hiding. They're not biting anymore, they're hiding.
It's a true paradise here. The lagoon inside the atoll is beautiful, and the waters are crystal clear. I fished until late yesterday, so I camped out by the side of the lagoon, right next to my blacktip friends.
They're just very inquisitive. They come close, they come and check you out. Maybe I probably smell like fish. That's why they're coming so close.
I'm working with marine biologist Jody Rummer to study the health of the mesopredators in French Polynesia. And personally, I'm hoping to catch one of the biggest and most elusive, the blacktip. I need to find a new spot away from the sharks, and a boat would definitely help. 2 days ago, I met a local underwater spear fisherman, George. He has a boat, and apparently, he knows some good spots to find the Aguti I'm after. But he has one condition.
Par contre, c'est important que tu protèges mes arrières.
Contre les requins.
Exactement.
He wants to spearfish in waters full of sharks, which is dangerous. So he needs me to keep them away and watch his back while he spears.
Donc c'est moi qui sers d'appât, quoi.
We head out towards the pass, a natural channel between the ocean and the lagoon, to see if I can find big mesopredators for Jody's study. If I can, that's a sign that the reefs are healthy enough to support it. But as part of the deal, before I try my luck with the Aguti, I have to help George catch some fish to provide for his family.
Bon, on va se baigner?
On va à la pêche sous-marine.
Exact.
Spearfishing is a very selective way of harvesting fish. The spearfisherman can choose and target the exact fish he wants. But on the other hand, he can be very dangerous. And several people get bit by sharks each year. In Florida, I met ex-US soldier Kyle Sankowitz, a spearfisherman who was targeting cobia that were swimming with bull sharks. It's a day he'll never forget.
Probably 8 to 10 sharks around us. And then I took one of the cobia that was with him. The sharks will also eat the cobia. Once you shoot a cob, the game changes. As I'm coming to the surface, I see out of the corner of my eye that there's a shark coming from behind me. I put my arm up and he took my whole elbow in his mouth.
Nice and easy.
I was laying on the deck of the boat in the back while they were running in, and it's the first time I really looked at it, and I looked over and I saw just my skin just filleted open. I was just like, oh man, I was like, this is pretty bad.
And I even met a man right here in French Polynesia who also got bitten while spearfishing.
Une morceau de requin.
Sérieux?
World-renowned shark expert Neil Hammerschlag has some thoughts on spearfishing around sharks.
Sharks are predators, and so you definitely have to respect when you're in the water with them. They've got the weaponry in terms of teeth, size, and power to hurt people if they wanted to. They've even learned that the vibrations of a spear gun going off in the water can signal free food, but they're not out there to get humans, because if they were, we could never, ever go swimming.
According to Neil, if sharks do show up while George is spearfishing, they'll be after his fish. And that's when accidents can happen, which is why George wants my help.
Je te couvre, je regarde en arrière de toi, ok?
Ah, c'est mes arrières, d'accord?
Ouais, je regarde derrière toi, pas de problème.
It's on. George dives down to the bottom. He tries to be as stealthy as possible, because the parrotfish he's looking for might be delicious, but as skittish and hard to catch. Meanwhile, I watch his back.
Yeah, because the thing is, well, he's so focused on his hunt that he can't see what's behind him. So I gotta watch for the sharks.
Because George and other spearfishermen come here a lot, the fish tend to hide deeper and deeper. So to find them, we have to push our search down to about 30 feet. If I see sharks, I use my pole to keep them at bay. Finally, a school of parrotfish, exactly what George is after. And while I continue to watch his back, he lines up his first shot. He got it. It's a good start. But now, because of the distress signals and blood in the water, it's only a matter of time before the sharks show up.
I haven't seen a single shark so far. Still watching his back, but it's pretty quiet around here. And beautiful.
Bullseye number 2. The sharks are here. They've smelled blood. Things could get a little dangerous.
The distress signals of the fish or the smell of blood, but they're here. They're definitely interested in that.
While I keep the sharks away by facing them down, George tries to get one last fish. Another successful shot. It's good news for George, but the sharks will get even more aggressive. Time to get out.
Fais gaffe, c'est dur.
Ouais.
Là.
Là, c'est chaud, hein?
Ouais.
Ils sont vraiment excités.
Ouais.
It's getting really hectic down there. They're coming so close, I have to You would push him away.
Cyril, viens. On rentre ton bateau là, parce que là, ça devient trop dangereux là.
The sharks are closing in. It's time for us and my crew to get out.
Careful, Cyril.
George got the fish he wanted. So now, we can go after the middle predators I need for my research, and hopefully find a huge Aguti. For that, he knows a place near the edge of a deep drop-off.
All right, here we go.
Curieux de savoir combien il y a de fond ici. 100 mètres, 200 mètres?
Entre 200 et 400 mètres.
Ah, carrément, hein?
This seems like a great place to find large predatory fish. But maybe not the ones I'm after.
Oh, shark. There's 2 sharks behind my lure. Look.
Look, he's coming. He's looking. Whoa.
That's a good thing, because I really don't want to catch him.
I'm gonna be able to catch a fish around here. There's so many sharks.
Whoa, shark.
I reel in quickly, so they don't have time to attack my lure. I don't want to catch a shark.
Man, I'm telling you, the whole idea of the popper is that it makes a lot of distress signals on the surface. It makes a lot of pops, sounds, noise. That's a sign that something's going on the surface. So they come in and investigate. They don't really know what it is, but if there's noise on the surface, it might very well be a prey in distress, something they can eat. That's why they come chasing it. It attracts, obviously, the fish I'm looking for. But any kind of predator will be attracted. And sharks, obviously. Oh my God, look at the number of fish here.
My popper has attracted the entire neighborhood.
That's a lot of boar snappers.
There are many kinds of snappers around the world. All are predators, and I've caught some huge ones before.
The African bear snapper.
With all these predators around, it looks like right here, the food chain and the environment are pretty healthy.
So hopefully, that means there should be Agutis around.
Someone. Oh, yep.
It's a smaller Aguti, but it gets devoured by a shark right away.
Oh, the shark's on now.
Yes, got off the hook.
Trying to bring the popper as fast as possible.
Oh, that was close. Oh man, look at all these sharks. It's unreal.
C'est infesté de requins.
I've seen quite a few mesopredators so far, and it's great to see such a healthy shark population. But how am I gonna land a fish?
Quand ils sont en frénésie, ils perdent complètement la boule. Hein. Ils mordent n'importe quoi à ce moment.
Ils perdent la tête. Ils deviennent fous.
That goes to show you what happens when you preserve an area. You know, you see the population of sharks here? Everybody has a tendency to be pessimistic, and I do too, about what's happening to the oceans, because it's a fact, you know, like we're depleting the oceans. But at the same time, if we stopped or slowed down, well, this shows you how the oceans should be everywhere in the world, pretty much. So with a collective effort, we can still change things.
It's a good sign that the sharks are doing well, but I can't help but wonder if the same can be said for the other middle predators here. To escape the sharks, we move to a new spot and find dolphins that seem to be onto some bait fish. So we follow them. Feeding birds mean that the bait fish are being pushed to the surface by the dolphins and predatory fish below.
I'm gonna try with a jig here.
We're over a reef, and there should be the mesopredators we're after, and hopefully, big Aguti.
Trolling with a jig.
Technically, you're not supposed to do that with a jig, but you know what? It works. That's looking really nice. That's what I'm looking for. You know, like this is really congregated. There's gotta be somebody home. There's gotta be a predator around. Alright, here we go. I told you it worked.
Maybe the big blacktip Aguti. I've got a nice fish on the line, but its erratic movements attract attention.
C'est un requin qui rôde là.
Oh no, there's a big shark behind it.
The fish on my line is big. I can't get it in fast enough.
Oh no, the shark's got it. The shark's eating it.
Un autre requin encore? Non.
I'm not sure what kind of fish I had on, but the shark ate it.
That might have been a big Aguti. But now, I've got the shark on my line.
It's impossible to catch a fish without it getting devoured by sharks here.
It's a big shark, close to 200 pounds.
Oh, it's not a reef shark. It's a silky. I need to get it to the boat to release it.
Silky sharks can grow to 11 feet long and were once one of the most abundant sharks in the world.
C'est fou ce qu'ils sont puissants quand même, hein?
Ah ouais. The tragic bycatch of commercial fishing. In some places, they've been reduced to 20% of their former numbers. So it's a good sign for the health of this ecosystem that I've found one here.
That's a nice shark. It's gotta be about 200 pounds, I'd say.
C'est quand même gaffe, quoi.
All right. I'm holding the 200-pound leader in my hand so that I can bring the shark in to release it, which is the dangerous part, getting close to its razor-sharp teeth.
I really want to get the shark to the boat to be able to remove the hook.
Okay, just don't bite me, buddy. We're gonna get you swimming soon.
Oh, yes, good. Got off.
I got the hook back, and he got off on its own. Perfect.
Comment on fait pour prendre un poisson ici sans qu'il se fasse croquer par un requin?
The first thing we need to do is find a spot with fewer sharks. The only problem is that the Agutis and mesopredators I'm after share the same reef habitat as many shark species.
All right, sharks, leave me alone now. Let me catch a fish.
I've already lost 2 fish to shark's jaws today. I need to turn things around for Jody's research.
Yeah, here we go. Ooh, big rainbow runner.
It's a mesopredator, what Jody's looking for. And now, the clock is ticking.
I gotta bring this fish in really fast because otherwise he's gonna get destroyed by the sharks.
I bring the fish quickly to the boat, but he might be too late.
Oh, look at the shark right behind it.
Fais attention, il y a des requins, hein? Il y a des requins, hein?
I know, he's trying to eat him.
The shark is making the fish thrash, which makes it hard for me to get it on the boat.
Let me get you on the boat. Stop moving.
Grab it.
More sharks are showing up. I really have to get this fish out of the water.
Gotta save it from the sharks.
Oh, wow.
All right.
We'll make this quick, buddy. Beautiful rainbow runner. Saved from the shark's jaws.
We quickly take pictures for Jody's study and get this fish back in the water fast.
Let's wait for the sharks to go. All right, buddy. Okay, it's good. It's clear.
Straight down.
It might not be the Aguti I personally want, but it's a mesopredator for our study. The only problem? We need to move yet again to escape the sharks. It's getting late, and I'm running out of time to catch a bigger Aguti.
Here we go. Big snapper.
It's not an Aguti, but it's another important mesopredator for Jody, so I bring it in as quickly as possible.
I'm going to try save it from the sharks. Saved it from the sharks. Oh, the sharks are here.
Oh no, he's got him.
Let it go, let it go. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Poor fish. Let him go. The sharks are all over him. They're eating him alive.
Let it go. I need him.
They're devouring him.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Attention, ne tombe pas à l'eau. Attention à tes mains.
No more fishing around here. No more. Poor thing. Unbelievable, the way they devoured this fish. They were gonna jump on the boat.
This board snapper is a mesopredator, so we still take pictures for Jody's study. She'll be able to estimate its size.
Georges, ça sert à rien. Regarde, c'est une mer de requin. Extreme danger zone.
There's no point to keep fishing around here. I don't know how I'm gonna find an Aguti or catch enough mesopredators for Jody's research. The sharks own this place.
Jody?
Hey, Cyril. You've got a big smile on your face.
Yeah, I got a big smile on my face, but you know, I guess it's good, but there's good and bad, or maybe there's just all good. I've never seen that many sharks in my life. Almost impossible to catch fish. As soon as I get a fish on the line, boom, the sharks, they devour it, or all the other fish hide. So basically, I haven't caught much. I've caught a bluefin trevally and a rainbow runner, and I had a beautiful bird snapper on the line, but it got devoured and turned into a massive feeding frenzy. Let it go! So what does that tell you?
I think that's super positive for the ecosystem that you're seeing so many sharks, and it seems like the balance of the ecosystem is in really good shape. They've got a lot of food, and if it seems like you've got a lot of active populations of sharks. But I think we might need to get you underwater.
Yeah, I love to dive, you know, like I'm a diver. I'm telling you. You don't want to be caught underwater when the feeding frenzy that I saw on the surface today is happening. I'm telling you, like it's just unreal. There's a lot of sharks. So yeah, if I get back to the surface alive from this dive, I'll give you another call in a couple of days.
Jody wants me to do a transect UVC, or underwater visual consensus. That means diving down to log the fish we found on the reef by capturing them on camera. I've been in the water with sharks many times before while helping scientists do research, including reef sharks, great hammerheads,
Look at the size of that thing.
and a massive tiger shark that I helped catch and study with the founder of the Shark Lab, Dr. Samuel Gruber.
Damn big shark. 3.7 meters.
I've never gotten close to a shark this big my entire life.
And which I had to help release and swim away. A truly amazing moment. This time, I won't be around just one or two sharks. I'll be around dozens. Reef sharks don't usually attack people, but I still need to be careful, especially if there's a feeding frenzy and blood in the water. A friend of mine, Mike Beach, knows that better than anyone.
When he bit my calf, I reached down and I put my hands around his jaw and I impaled my fingers on the shark's jaw.
Before Mike became a professor at the University of Miami, he used to feed sharks for a shark tour.
And we could see we have all the passengers sitting in a circle, and I would feed the sharks. But on this occasion, there was one shark who was just a little rogue, if you like, and I was aware of it, but not enough to actually stop what we were doing.
Oh, is that the attack?
That's it. No, I lost almost a half of my entire blood count.
Despite the bite, Mike has never blamed the shark.
I was the alien who descended into the world of the shark and began to feed him, and I got bitten this time.
Today, I'm gonna be the alien in the shark's world, but at least I won't be feeding them. When there's blood in the water, things can take a turn for the worse.
Here we go.
I'm diving to 120 feet to drift along the reef with the current. The ideal way to quickly cover a lot of ground and count as many mesopredators as possible for Jody's study. And hopefully, I'll see a blacktip.
Okay, we're getting to the bottom. I already have company. Look how many fish there are. It's a good sign.
The biomass on this reef is looking healthy, but aside from a few sharks, I only see smaller animals. Our cameraman films them for the Transect UVC, while I search for bigger predators.
I don't see any Aguti yet.
There's sharks around, but not as many as I expected. And so far, they look pretty small.
Hey, little white tip.
And then, we spot our first larger mesopredators. Two giant wrasses.
Amazing. There are all sorts of fish here. Small ones, medium ones, but I haven't seen any large mesopredators or Agutis yet. I don't know if there's any lack of food, because there seems to be enough prey. This will need to be studied a lot more closely. Look at that. It's a parrotfish. These fish feed on coral, and their excrement creates sand that ultimately makes up part of the world's beaches. If the predators disappear, it's a coral that will directly be affected.
The tide shifts, and the current begins taking me out to sea.
I'm used to currents while diving, but this current's already moving pretty fast. About 8 feet a second.
At this depth and speed, I need to be careful not to run into anything.
Are you okay, man?
And my cameraman too.
Yeah, I'm good.
An accident down here could be deadly.
I haven't seen a single Orati.
The current is taking me deeper, and I see something up ahead.
Oh, man. This is incredible. I've never seen so many reef sharks in one place in my life.
It's a massive gathering of reef sharks, suspended in the current, waiting for their next meal.
Like Jody said, there must be enough food on the reef for them, or they would leave. But what about the other reef predators, like the Orati? Is it possible there's a shark overpopulation here, and that they're pushing out the other predators? I thought the big Oratis got eaten. They must have left. This definitely needs to be studied further.
Cyril, this is topside. Do you read me?
Read your topside. Loud and clear.
Yeah, we're currently filming a feeding frenzy at the surface, and they're being super aggressive. Be careful when you surface.
Okay, roger that, topside.
All those sharks that were calm just 5 minutes ago are now on the hunt and super aggressive. We're gonna shelter in this cave to keep out of the open water and wait for this to blow over.
This isn't the ideal hiding spot, but at least we're kind of sheltered. They wouldn't normally attack us, but with a feeding frenzy like that above us, they can become unpredictable.
But we can't wait too long, or else we risk running out of air.
Seems okay now.
The sharks have calmed down. I slowly come out.
Wow, that's a big reef shark. All right, it's calm. We can safely surface now.
But just to be extra safe, I put a little distance between me and the sharks before I surface.
Cyril, the topside. Cyril, the topside. We're surfacing. About 200 feet off target.
Okay, copy that. On our way.
That was an amazing dive, and we collected a lot of data for Jody's study. But I didn't see many large massive predators, and no monster black Oratis. It's my last day to help Jody with our study, and finally catch a massive black Orati, if the sharks will let me. But the sea's not looking friendly. Luckily, George put me in touch with Hugo, who practices a local fishing style, which works best in rough seas. He's offered to take me with him, and drop me off at a spot he says is good for Orati. The only problem, he can't guarantee there won't be many sharks.
Man, I'm really excited to be on this boat. I've wanted to see this type of fishing for a long time. It's really epic, I'm telling you. Wait until you see what he's doing. It's intense.
Hugo chases mai, or dorado. They are massive predators, living on the surface of the open ocean. But even if they're not reef species, if we see any, it's another good sign that the ecosystem here is healthy. It would be good for the locals too, because they love to eat them. Hugo uses a harpoon, thrown from the cockpit of his Polynesian boat, which is small, but super agile in big waves.
Le temps, il est avec nous, là. Il y a du vent, du soleil. Normalement, il va rester en surface, là.
We scan the waves on the lookout for signs of mai.
Yeah, there!
C'est bon. Non, non. Mai.
The chase is on.
It's really a game of cat and mouse. Chasing the mai until it tires out. Look, it's over there on the surface. I can see it jumping.
The fish catch to the left, and the boat too. And I really have to hang on, not to get ejected overboard.
Yeah, there. Go, là-bas. Yeah.
Keeps making fast, tight turns, trying to lose us. And Hugo pushes his boat to the limit, just to keep up. And slowly but surely, he closes the gap. Hugo has his fish. It's time for me to finally find the blacktip I came to Polynesia for, if the sharks will let me. Because of the wind and waves, his fishing spot is only accessible from shore.
Ouais, c'est parfait ici. Tu m'amènes à la plage, quoi.
C'est ça? Voilà, à la plage.
But according to Hugo, there are huge ratis there.
Ciao, Ben.
Ciao.
Merci beaucoup. Merci de m'avoir déposé au paradis.
It's beautiful here on the lagoon side, but the monster fish I'm after are on the ocean side, which gets hit by a lot more wind and huge waves. According to Jody, if I find a bigger rati, he'll say a lot about the environment here.
If the reef is healthy, what you'd hope to see is a lot of those middle predators and large sizes as well.
It looks like a really good spot for large predators. The ocean currents mix with those of the lagoon and create ideal hunting grounds for ratis. Apparently, local fishermen don't come here because the big reef's near the surface and the sea is often too rough. So there should be some big fish around. I leave tomorrow and only have a short time to fish here before Hugo has to take me back. So this is my last shot at an rati.
Get this fish in before the sharks come.
That's a really big fish.
Oh, look, that's a black rati. That's the fish I've been chasing this whole time.
The sharks! The sharks! The sharks are on it.
Not again. Keep firing him! Watch out, guys! The sharks are getting too close! Oh my god! My poor fish!
It was a beautiful black rati, but the sharks are all over it.
Oh no! The shark took the lure! Damn it! Come on, shark! Spit the lure! Get off! Watch out! The shark's headed right for you! Get back, guys! Get back! Okay, good. He got off.
Did you see what happened? I was fighting the fish. I had the fish I wanted on the line, and they devoured it right there in 3 feet of water. They ate the entire fish all the way to the point that he actually got hooked on the lure. Then they took the lure, and then the shark came all the way here on shore because it was chased by another shark, took off over there, freaking out, and I broke my lure. There was another treble hook right here. Can you believe it? Unreal.
Oh man, poor rati.
Hey Jody, I had the black rati, I had it.
That's fantastic.
Only for a few moments though. The sharks took it away from me. They did, but right at my feet. I was so disappointed because I had this fish. I wanted to hold it in my hands and I wanted to show you. They're there. You know?
Oh, that is great news. Healthy ecosystems, healthy coral reefs need healthy predators and vice versa. So this is a great sign that the ecosystem is in good shape.
It is, and I think French Polynesia is doing.
Chase us. Hang on, guys. Hang on.
Go, man. Go. Faster.
Hang on.
My name is Cyril Choquet. This time, I'm in Central Africa, in search of a giant barracuda.
Here we go.
It's a big fish. Oh yeah, look at the size of this fish.
These predators are super powerful and can grow to more than 6 feet in length, over 100 pounds, and are armed with huge razor-sharp teeth.
Completely busted the lure.
To find one of these monsters, I'll have to venture into the densest jungle, land of massive animals.
Oh. Whoa, hippo!
Shark! Shark! The shark's eating it! Oh no! No!
And the only boat I could find to go after this massive barracuda. He's an unstable and leaky dugout canoe.
Faut faire très attention, c'est mortel.
He's right here, he's right here. Close!
I've done a lot of traveling and I've seen many big barracudas. But from what I hear, the place I'm going to, it's on another level. They get humongous.
I'm in Gabon, Africa, heading towards a system of jungle rivers and lagoons, patrolled by enormous barracuda. I've been navigating down this river for over 20 hours in this old dugout that I bought in a small jungle village upriver. I'm heading farther and farther away from civilization, towards an estuary where it's said barracudas get bigger than a man. But this river is endless, and it's gonna get dark soon. Traveling at night around here is really dangerous. I've been looking for a place to set up camp for a while, but I can't find anything, so I'm forced to keep moving.
Look at the croc over there.
My crew and I have to be careful. Along with huge bull sharks and crocodiles, there are plenty of hippos, considered to be one of the most dangerous animals in Africa.
Man, there are crocs everywhere here. Hey guys, I think we can set up camp over there. Hippo! Hippo's chasing us. Hang on, guys, hang on.
Go, man, go!
Yeah, I'm trying not to crash here, though. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Okay, give up. I gotta slow down or we're gonna crash.
We just got chased by a hippo. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna camp here or wherever. I don't care. It's too risky to keep pushing it.
I'm getting around.
Jess, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I was a little nervous for a second, but it's fine.
A little nervous? Yeah, I was a lot nervous.
For breakfast, a quick piece of dried meat, and it's time to go. Somewhere up ahead is the lagoon, and its legendary barracuda.
Look at that. So beautiful. We're lucky there's still places like this in the world.
This dugout and the old motor that came with it were all I could find. But it's full of leaks, and I just hope it's gonna get me to where I'm headed. I've been on this river for another 6 hours. It's about time I get there.
Getting very close to the lagoon.
Finally, it looks like I'm getting to the lagoon.
Salty.
The taste of salt water confirms I've reached my destination. It's a huge lagoon. Because of the mix of fresh and salt water, this brackish environment should be rich in nutrients, which means an abundance of food, and therefore predators. And the mouth of this river should be a particularly good spot for barracuda. Now, I'm ready for an explosive attack.
trolling is a pretty efficient way to cover a lot of water fast because, I mean, look at the size of this body of water. This lagoon is so big, so vast that, you know, while you're traveling, while you're moving, at least you have a lure working for you in the back of the boat.
Got off. Big fish. Just lost a really big fish right here, right now. Imagine after just 20 minutes of trolling. Wow, my God, look at that. He broke the lure. Completely busted the lure. Look, there's the teeth marks from Barracuda teeth marks. The attacks are explosive, like he destroyed that lure just like a missile would.
I rig up the same kind of lure and get back to some good old-fashioned trolling. My engine seems to be holding up, but for how long? I got lucky getting that first bite almost right away. Now, I just have to keep covering water and hope for another one.
Careful right now because my lure is still in the water. Never know. That'll be fine. We'll be all right.
Yeah, I don't really feel like sinking in shark, crocodile, and monster barracuda infested waters. You know, barracuda, they love to chase prey that are moving fast, actually. And they don't really... Oh, my God. Yeah, I was telling you that they love... I just got a really nice hit there. So, yeah, they love to chase prey that are fleeing. So they're not really drawn to predators just sitting there. So when I'm trolling, it's actually pretty good because the prey's moving fast. Actually pick it up a little speed like that can be pretty good. Varying your speed can be good.
Well, this one is not coming back for sure.
It's gotta be giant fish here. Monster barracuda. Big fish. Here we go. We're definitely in a good spot here. Man. Oh, big fish, big fish, big fish.
My friends, we're on to a monster fish. Exactly what I've been chasing. This is it.
Look at the size of this fish.
Oh my God. Look at the size of this fish. I just saw it. It's huge. He's gonna wake up now that he saw the boat. He's not gonna like this. How am I gonna land this fish? This is impossible. This is bigger than...
Shark! 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 It's got the barracuda in its mouth. It's going around the boat. Man, you wanna let go of the fish. He's got it.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 I can't believe it! This is insane! Look at that! Look! My God! Look at this! I can't breathe.
You gotta be careful putting your hands in the water here.
Man, the shark devoured it.
Seriously. I mean, look at the size of this barracuda. That gives you an idea of the size of the shark that that devoured this guy. In an estuary like this, it can only be a bull shark, but he's got to be a giant. Man, poor thing. Sorry, buddy. That's a top predator. And he got taken by an even bigger predator. That's the Barracuda I wanted. I mean, look how big it is. It's got to be like close to 100 pounds, seriously. I mean, just the head. I can barely lift it. It's got to be 30 pounds. Poor thing. I can't believe it. Don't want to fall in the water here. I mean, seriously, it must have been a 500 pound, 600 pound shark. Easily. It's got to be. Okay, got it. See what I tell you. I mean, look. The lure. That used to be a lure. Brand new, pretty much brand new. Look what it did to it. There's no comments. There you go, buddy. Go back to where it came from. So disappointed right now. For that poor Barracuda. They got devoured. And also because that's the Barracuda I wanted. But whole and alive.
The guy who sold me my boat told me about a fisherman who lives on the lagoon. Victor has fished here all his life, and he knows how dangerous it can be catching a giant barracuda, especially from a tiny boat.
C'est très dangereux, hein, le barra. Quand tu les pêches, des fois, ils sautent, ils viennent vers la pirogue. Il faut faire très attention. Mais surtout que si tu es seul, hein, vraiment, il faut être à deux.
Pourquoi deux?
En cas de quelque chose.
En cas d'accident?
En cas d'accident. C'est ça, le problème.
Ok. C'est intéressant ce que tu me racontes là. Ça donne envie d'aller pêcher. Non, mais c'est sûr que c'est dangereux. Je sais que c'est dangereux.
His warnings aren't exactly reassuring, especially since my little boat sits so low on the water.
Ça me fait un peu flipper quand même.
Faut faire très attention. Ça, c'est vraiment, c'est mortel.
Deadly, and that's putting it mildly.
So I think that once I have this fish under control, the only way for me to grab it is to bring it to the shoreline, drag it to the shoreline, and actually grab it. Because otherwise, if I want to bring it onto the boat, onto the dugout, forget it. It's just too dangerous. Bah, merci, Victor. Merci beaucoup.
Victor invited me to spend the night at his house. But before it gets dark, I want to check out a spot I saw on the GPS where I can fish from shore. If I can catch a barracuda from shore, pulling it out of the water should be less risky than from a dugout. But the weather's getting worse. I make sure I'm heading in the right direction.
It's pretty much as it gets, you know?
I must be close to the lagoon now. I'm in a mangrove forest.
Looks like it can get worse. Wow. Look at this. Wow. Wow. Check this out. The crocodile's upper jaw. Wow. Look at the teeth. It's missing quite a few, but goes to show you that they're here. That's going home.
The conditions are getting worse and worse. But I'm at the spot Victor told me about. I'm cold and wet, but I don't care. There might be a giant barracuda around. Luckily, the storm passes quickly, and I see a huge feeding frenzy underneath a flock of birds. There might be some barracuda in there.
Big fish, big fish! It's either a barracuda, a big barracuda, or a shark. A bit weird, a shark on a lure, taking a lure like this. Too bad it's a shark, I just saw the tail. I didn't want to catch a shark. Man, I was really hoping it would be a barracuda. Yeah, it's a little bull shark. Come on, little guy. Bear with me. I'll free you up in a second. I got pliers here. I'm gonna release this shark right away. I don't want to hurt it at all. I gotta get this shark to swim right away because these animals need to swim to be able to breathe. All right, buddy. Come on, bud. All right, beautiful. Oh man, I was not expecting a shark. It just destroyed me.
After a good night's rest, I'm back in my old leaky dugout. If I get a huge barracuda on the line again, I really have to be careful because this boat is super unstable and sits very low on the water.
What's going on here? Come on.
It's my second day of fishing on this lagoon. I've seen proof that there are monster barracuda out here. So if I keep at it, I'm sure I'll get one.
Sore. It feels so good. Something that tells me that I should probably keep my foot in the boat. I don't know. The odds of a barracuda or a shark attacking my foot here by the boat are pretty slim, but still, I don't know. It's better here. Whoa, hippo! Whoa, to jump! Not gonna stick around here. And those animals, they can literally jump on a boat, especially on a small boat like this one. It's the animal that kills the most people in Africa every year. Okay, we're good here. We're far enough.
I've been trolling for over an hour without a bite. I think it's time to change lures.
There's one thing I gotta be really careful with barracuda. Is that they have a tendency to attack the lure at the very last minute, and that usually means right by the boat. So that's why I pull the lure right to my left here, or to my right, but not directly in front of me, because if the barracuda keys in for that lure and goes straight for it, especially if it comes from the bottom, it can jump directly in my face. And getting hit by a barracuda, a monster barracuda full of teeth right in the face, not good.
on, fish. Come on, Barracuda. Oh, God. Did you see that? That's what we call a hit. Man, it's a massive fish here. Bite! Bite! Here we go. Oh, big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish. Oh! Got off. Oh no, he's still there. Still there, he's still there. He's coming to the boat. He's coming to the boat. Anna, look at the size of this fish. He's right here, he's right here. Look at the size of this fish. Right here. Whoa. Man, oh man. He's right here, he's right here. Oh! Whoa! See what I told you? They can jump in the boat, those things. I can tell you this dugout is really close to the water. A little too close, actually. Gotta always watch out where the head is.
I'm not gonna risk bringing this fish on the boat. Besides, it's not that big. So I let it go while it's still in the water.
Okay, he's good. Man, I almost got bit. That was a close call. Came right up onto the boat. Whoa! Whoa! And that was not even a big one. They get huge. They get about this big. That's what I'm chasing. From what I hear, they get about this wide around. That in itself is a workout. Starting the motor every time, that's why I kind of don't turn it off. Choke, no choke, choke, no choke, choke, no choke. Gas, no gas, gas, no gas.
Now, it looks like I'm stuck here, in the middle of nowhere.
That's not cool.
I'm going back to shore to see if I can do something about this motor.
Oh, there are people here. And a village up there, yeah.
I just hope I can find someone here to help me out with the motor.
Bonjour. Bonjour, monsieur. Comment vous appelez?
Andropole.
Andropole. Bonjour, Andropole.
Oui.
Moi, c'est Cyril. J'ai un petit problème de canot. Mon moteur, il marche plus.
C'est quoi le moteur?
Je sais pas, j'arrive plus à le démarrer.
I tell him about the trouble I'm having, and he kindly offers to take a look at the motor.
Je marche avec une canne.
Ah, une canne. Mais marchez-vous, tenez-vous à moi.
Ah, ouais, à vous, hein?
Ouais.
On part ensemble.
On part ensemble.
Ok.
Venez par ici.
Ouais.
Tenez-vous à mon épaule si vous voulez. Comme...
Non, là, ça va.
Comme ça?
Andropole, who also goes by the name Solo, has lived his whole life on this lagoon. And here, people are very self-sufficient. Like many locals, he's always fished to feed his family.
C'est la bougie.
C'est les bougies, c'est sûr.
Et il n'a pas de capot? Le capot du moteur, il n'a pas?
Non, il n'y a pas le capot au moteur.
C'est pas bon?
Non, je sais, c'est pas bon.
La pirogue est foutue.
La pirogue, elle est foutue?
Un pirogue là est foutu et pourri.
He says it's rotten.
Il te fait noyer.
He's so right though.
Tous mes clés, vous avez mis ça.
Non, la seule clé à bouger, c'était celle-là.
Solo also thinks the spark plugs are the problem.
Bah, ici, il n'y en a pas de clé de bougie ici.
But he can't find his wrench.
Va prendre d'abord la caisse. Debout! Debout!
And he clearly doesn't like that.
That reminds me so much of my dad.
Hein?
Getting mad for not putting the tools back in the right place.
Oh, les gens d'aujourd'hui ne comprennent pas. Tu vois, ils sont devenus des fous.
Finally, we find what we need.
Ça, c'est du calamine.
Ouais, il y a de la calamine un peu, ouais.
Pour le mettre. C'est pourquoi.
While we clean the spark plugs, I pick his brain about the fishing around here.
C'est où le bon endroit pour les barracudas?
Vous prenez le bord
le bord du tombant ici. Hein.
Voilà.
Allez, on espère que ça va marcher là.
Wouhou! C'est bon ça! Merci beaucoup! Merci beaucoup!
Not only did it fix my motor, he sells me some gas too. In return, I give him the best currency for a fisherman.
Ça, c'est
bon ça, hein?
Ça, c'est le gros.
He really helped me out, and he's so nice. So I give him some excellent lures and some wire leader for catching toothy predators.
Ça, c'est du bon commerce.
And of course, a few bucks for the gas. With my motor repaired and a full tank of gas, I'm back out after a giant barracuda.
Can't be a barracuda. The head shakes are too different.
What is this fish?
It's a cabera.
Beautiful animal. Cabera snapper. I've been here in Gabon before, chasing a monster cabera, and I got one. This one is a baby, but it's a nice fish. It's a beautiful fish. I love him. Look at the teeth on this guy. Another predator of the lagoon. Whew. Oh, adrenaline.
I just caught a fish here, so I'm gonna stick around and work the area a bit more. But suddenly, my motor starts making some horrible sounds. This doesn't look good.
Tired of this engine. Really tired of it. It's got nothing to do with gas. I got plenty of gas. Really tired.
I'm pretty sure that this time, the motor's dead. For good. Looks like I'll be limited to fishing from shore.
Hippo's there.
I'm surrounded by hippos. Whoa. And my boat is dead in the water. They keep going under. They could be anywhere. Even right under my boat. The only thing I can do now is slowly paddle ashore and pray they don't attack and flip the canoe.
It's all good. I don't think the hippos will charge us here. Oh, the pain. I'm gonna try to find a spot to hide the boat.
I'm miles from even the tiniest village. And without a boat, I have no idea how I'm gonna keep going after a monster barracuda.
Look right here. Elephant tracks. Might be an elephant right here, so be careful. Stay behind the boat.
I pushed the boat between the forest and my team. It definitely won't stop a charging elephant.
Stay behind the boat.
But it might slow it down. It's all clear. My cameraman can approach. This seems like a good spot to hide the boat. I tie it up and take the starter rope with me to keep the dugout from getting stolen. But it doesn't really matter anyway, because the motor's shot. I mark the boat's position in the GPS and search for a good spot to fish for barracuda from shore. I found a place where it looks like I can cast into deep water from a point. But the spot is not close by. To get there, I have to cut through some thick jungle, then wade along the shoreline. But I gotta be careful here, because it's so dense. If there's danger around, I won't see it coming. I make it to a mangrove forest. That means I'm getting close to the water.
Watch for crocs here, guys.
This is exactly the same environment where I found the croc skull.
Wow. Check this out. Goes to show you that they're here.
We gotta be careful, because crocs could be resting up on the banks, and you don't want to stumble onto one by mistake. A quick GPS check is in order, to make sure I'm heading in the right direction.
Should be a point right on the other side of those mangroves.
But it's still pretty far.
Oh, over there, over there. Yep, check this out. Makes for an excellent meal. Let go, buddy, let go. Just let go. Let go. You won't. Man, they're so powerful. You don't want your fingers to get caught in those claws there. I'm telling you, I have food right now, so I don't really care about this guy, but he would make an excellent meal. It's so tasty. You can eat the claws and the interior here of the shell. It's full of very nice, tasty white flesh. All right, bud, you go by.
Come on, get out of here, bud, before I eat you. Look at the mud skippers. They're everywhere. Coming out of the mangrove forest into the lagoon, I come across some local fishermen. And they don't seem surprised to see me at all.
Bonjour.
No wonder. They're from the same village as Solo, and it seems he told everyone about me.
Vous êtes en train de remonter le filet?
Ouais.
Zéro. Rien. Rien du tout.
Rien. Le premier coup, on a vu quelques capes rouges.
Ouais.
Ouais, près de 3 kilos, quelque chose.
Quelques-unes.
Ouais.
Et là, rien.
Et là, c'est le deuxième coup, ça change.
I feel bad for these fishermen. Fishing the lagoon is the only way to feed their families. But they don't always catch.
Ouais, vous avez une belle pirogue, hein?
Ouais, merci.
Elle serait pas à vendre par hasard?
Non.
Non?
C'est personnel, ça.
Non, je rigole. Non, parce que j'ai une petite galère de pirogue. J'avais une pirogue aussi, elle est tombée en panne.
Ah, d'accord.
C'est pour ça que je pêche un peu du bord. Mais...
I tell him about the fish I'm looking for and the spot where I'm headed. He confirms it's good, because as I saw on the GPS, it's a point where the water drops off quickly.
Ouais, je vous laisse travailler, les gars.
Merci.
Salut.
Bye bye.
Salut.
Salut, merci.
Merci beaucoup, bonne chance.
Allez.
I won't reach the spot before dark. Not good, because I still need to set up camp.
Okay, we're clear.
The locals told me there's a good place to set up camp nearby. Just past this clearing. This species, forest elephants, can be extremely territorial and aggressive. In fact, the last time I came to West Africa, I got charged.
Easy, buddy, easy. Let's get out of here.
This one seems pretty serious as well.
Whoa.
But I've learned that in this situation, you have to stand your ground, maintain eye contact, and keep calm to avoid getting charged.
Let me go.
It was a bit of a bluff, but it seemed to have worked. But suddenly...
Oh! Watch out, guys! This one's charging!
Another one comes charging out of the forest, full on.
Whoa, I just want to pass. Calm down. Calm down, my friend. Stay where you are. Thank you, buddy. Man, the elephants are crazy here. That's perfect. This is ideal here. That's exactly what I've been looking for. Look. Dead tree. I mean, this bottom part here is dead. And I want to keep a fire going all night to deter wild animals. And here I got a good supply of dry wood.
There's a lot of dangerous wildlife here, but what I'm most concerned about are elephants, buffaloes, and leopards. And a fire is essential to keep them at bay.
With a fire like this, especially the smell of the smoke, that should be pretty good. I should have a good night's sleep, but I gotta keep it going though, all night. All right, here we go for a good night. I need to wake up every 15 minutes.
This morning, I finally make it to the point, the spot that looked pretty promising on the GPS.
Oh yeah, it looks good here.
If I can cast far enough to reach the drop-off, I have a good chance of catching a monster here.
Oh yeah, I got it there.
Predatory fish, like Barracuda, use the walls of drop-offs to corner their prey. Now, it should be just a matter of putting the lure out there as many times as possible, and hope there's a Barracuda around.
Big fish, big fish, big fish. Ow. Oh.
so big. Please stop, fish. Stop. Oh, I almost lost the rod. Seriously, what is this? I'm kind of scared to see the size of this fish. Whoa.
I really have to pull hard on this fish before he gets caught on the snag on the bottom.
All right, it's coming. I turned it. It's coming towards me. It's a big fish. Whoa. I can't move this fish. Okay, it's coming. Oh my God. Look at the size of this fish. It's a giant fish. This is a monster. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out, guys. Stay behind me. You don't want to get bit by this fish. This is a giant fish. Look at that. Unreal. Unbelievable. Guys, look at the size of this barracuda. This is unreal. This is exactly what I've been looking for. The Guinean barracuda, one of the biggest species of barracuda in the world, if not the biggest. I mean, look at the size of the head. It's so wide. This fish is as big as me, and look at the teeth. This is unreal. And the tail, it's like a paddle. It's got to be close to 100 pounds. Just give you an idea of this fish. Look at this. You're gonna go back, buddy. I don't want to hurt you. I want to put you straight back. Send you straight back to where you came from.
It's Cyril Choquet, and I spend my life traveling the world, chasing monster fish. This time, I'm headed to Lake Mistassini, a giant body of water in Canada's vast north. Legend has it that huge northern pike lurk in its waters.
The size of me?
No. But it's brutally cold, making fishing nearly impossible.
I can barely close my hands right now. It hurts so bad. Oh my God!
These fish are known for their blazing attacks and their jaws full of sharp teeth.
That cut is surgical, as if it was done by a scalpel.
They're so ferocious, they even devour each other.
You see, when I tell you these fish are cannibals,
to catch one of these monsters, I have to venture out to a hostile no man's land.
Oh! My God, that's a giant fish. Look at that. Look at that. We're headed to one of the biggest lakes in Canada. Lake Mistassini is huge, 100 miles long and about 600 feet deep. Imagine
It's so deep that no one knows for sure what lurks in its depths. So if I'm going to catch a monster pike, this territory definitely gives me one of my best chances of finding it.
I'm on the land of the Cree First Nation in northern Quebec, Canada. I'm heading up the mighty Rupert River towards Lake Mistassini, a huge body of water famed for its legendary giant pike. I'm on the water with my friend Stanley, who grew up here. The conditions right now are super rough. It's the end of spring and the weather should be warming up. But this year, winter doesn't seem to want to leave. It's about 40 degrees, and the water is even colder. Less than a week ago, the ground was covered in snow, and the water was still frozen in a lot of places. We get to some impressive rapids that flow into a deep pool, the ideal hunting ground for ambush predators like the northern pike.
I'll carry this just in case.
Are you taking your gun?
Yeah.
Safety?
Safety reasons.
This is black bear country, and even though attacks are rare, you have to be on high alert. They're very hungry after a long winter of hibernation.
Ah, oh boy. It's huge. Oh, I saw a fish there.
You saw a fish? Maybe I should go get the rod.
All right, try. At least you can try.
Yeah, it looks good here. It looks like a good pool.
I go back to get my rods so I can give this pool a shot. Stanley's gone upriver to get some fish for lunch. But now, I find myself alone without a gun for protection.
Springtime in northern Canada. Oh my God. Oh wow. Check this out. That's the lower jaw of a pike. Look at the teeth. Sharp, pointed teeth. Shark-like teeth. Because when you catch a pike, you know, like this is covered by gums and stuff, but now they're really exposed. And that's a small pike. It's not a monster at all. I don't know what took this pike. Maybe a bird. Might have been an osprey, golden eagle, or maybe a bear. Wow. This looks like a really good spot here because you see the river is bringing a massive amount of water from the lake above, and at the same time a lot of food into this eddy here. And you see the water, it comes back like this, you know, it creates a whirlpool effect, keeping the food within the eddy. And fish know that they're coming to feed on the food, and bigger fish know that there's going to be smaller fish here, so they're coming to feed on the smaller fish, all the way up to the top of the food chain, the bigger predator fish. So in theory, it should be really good.
I'm sure it's a good spot, but I think the water might still be too cold for the pike to be active. but you never know.
Good shot. Oh. I don't think it's a pike. Oh, it's a speckled trout. Nice fish.
Oh. My God.
Look at the size of the speckled trout, especially the size of the lure it attacked. That's a pike lure, it's a giant lure. That goes to show you, I mean, those fish, they're so aggressive. And the reason why they get so aggressive is, think about it, you know, for about 8 months of the year, it's ice on the lakes, ice on the rivers. They barely feed. So as soon as the ice lets out, as soon as the water gets warmer, these fish, they'll attack anything. This is a real predator fish. Oh, it's cold. Where? Hold on, man.
My underwater cameraman slipped on the rock. He's got a big camera in his hands, and he's struggling to fight the current. He's being swept downriver. By the time I catch up to him, we've already reached the bank. And funny enough, he's the one helping me out.
Thanks for jumping in, but
I could see you getting swept by the current with the camera in your hands. You couldn't really swim, so
I couldn't get turned around and use my arms.
It was not the smartest thing I did, jumping in.
No, but thank you.
But
thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's go. Get warm. Let's make some fire.
Yeah, we gotta get a fire going there.
Yeah.
God, it's cold.
We have to warm up as fast as possible. Staying soaking wet in these temperatures means guaranteed hypothermia. I'm glad there are a couple of birch trees around. Its bark makes for excellent fire starter.
Oh man, I'm freezing.
Why couldn't this happen in the Amazon?
Tell me about it. Except there you get the piranhas.
That's true.
And the caimans.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Incredible, the temperature of the water. And this water is so cold. I think that about a week ago you could have ridden snowmobile on the lake. I can't feel my hands right now. I could put them right in the fire.
Yeah, remember they'll still burn though.
Yeah. How cold do you think the water is?
36, 38 degrees.
Yeah, the max.
And if it wasn't moving, it would be frozen.
Yeah, it's still. I swallowed some water at one point. I felt like my lungs were collapsing. You know, I couldn't breathe. Couldn't catch up.
Punched in the chest?
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah. It's like chugging ice water.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what happened?
You don't want to know. Oh man.
Rather not say.
Since you're both smiling, something must have happened.
Yeah, now we're smiling, but I'm telling you, we both ended up wet, super cold.
Well, at least I got a few trout there.
Did you catch some fish?
Oh yeah, shopper.
You're the man. I caught one just before I jumped into the water after Will.
After drying out, we continue up the Rupert toward Lake Mistassini. The sun is out and it feels really good, but I don't think it's gonna last.
Good job, man. Good.
We're still far from the big lake, where we're starting to see spots that look great for pike. Bays with shallower and slightly warmer waters, and some weed beds. It's so cold. I can barely move or feel my fingers. Without a metal eater, these fish would slice through my line right away. They have about 700 sharp teeth that will sever the strongest and thickest lines. And legend has it, there are pike out there that can weigh over 60 pounds. I rig up another soft plastic lure that mimics a small fish in distress. I know I might lose a few fish because of the single hook, but that's fine. It's better for the pike. And I'll also be able to cast super close to shore without getting snagged.
Casting really close to shore, because that's where big pike lay waiting to ambush anything that passes by. Could be fish, frogs, mice, little ducks, and even their own.
Northern pike, known to the Cree as chinchou, like to use the cover of dead trees or weeds to hide and hunt. They remain hidden, motionless, ready to unleash a blazing attack on any prey that comes within reach.
Chinchou! Chinchou! Where is Chinchou?
Right there.
In the water?
In the water.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Nice pike.
Yeah, it's huge, man. I'll put the lure right back where I was. Oh, I think he's there. Oh.
Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. 25-pound plus. That's a big monster.
Come on, fish. You can do it. Take it.
Yep, he's got it.
Oh, my God.
Big fish. Now we're talking serious fish here. Look. Whoa. Got off. Unbelievable.
That was a long one, eh?
That was a long, fat fish.
Yeah.
Giant. My heart is pounding like that. Right now, it's going like this.
No, look at the lure. He bit it in half.
Can you imagine how sharp those teeth are? Look, that cut is surgical, as if it was done by a scalpel. Unbelievable.
Whoa.
Yep.
Nice one?
Yeah, nice fish for sure. Oh, yeah. Not as big as the one I just lost, but...
Yeah. Still a nice pike, eh?
Still a nice pike for sure for anybody, anywhere. This would be a giant fish.
Yeah.
But for here, he's just an okay sized fish. Look at the green patterns on this fish. Perfectly camouflaged to blend right into the weeds. And look at the torpedo-shaped body. Really cool. They can, the body can curl up and spring into a missile-like attack in a split second. And the business end. Check out the razor-sharp, shark-like teeth right here. There, crazy.
We really need to get to Lake Mistassini before the sun sets. With all the rocks and the powerful current, navigation here is already extremely dangerous during the day. So imagine at night. This lake is a real inland sea, about 100 miles long and depths reaching more than 600 feet. We'll spend the night on one of its islands, at the beautiful Camp Osprey.
How big do the pike get here?
It's very big, about the size of me.
Really?
Yeah, they're like 6 feet.
No.
Well, for this one that broke was about 6 feet.
One of Stanley's friends tells me about a huge pike he had on the line that literally broke his lure before he got off.
It broke it in half almost.
Yeah, need to make stronger. Look, it's made of wood inside. They go from 30, 40 pounds, 50.
50 pounds? You think there's 50-pounders out there?
Yeah, but let's see what they do.
That's exactly why I'm here on Lake Mistassini, because I know there's giants in this lake.
Yeah.
I know. Well, thanks a lot, man.
All right.
I hope I get the monster. Here's your lure bag. That's better than a pike itself. That's a trophy right there.
Yeah, the one that got away.
After hearing stories of such huge pike, I decide to use the few hours of daylight left to fish from the shore and hopefully catch that monster pike I'm after.
Whoa. Wow. It's a moose antler. Something killed us. Could be bears, could be wolves. Who knows? Like the jaws there. Could have been natural causes too. Rough life.
I'll cast towards the points that jut out. Predators like pike use them to hide and ambush prey that pass by.
Here we go. Oh, I got my station, buddy. That's going around the rocks there. Oh yes, I got him. Man, what is that? Come on, don't go there. I think the line is wrapped around the rock. Man, what is that? Man, it can't be a pike. What is it? Oh, it's a laker. It's a big lake trout. The line's got under a rock. Man, it's swimming away. That was not a pike, but that was a monster lake trout. Man, that's 50-pound braided line right there. But that's not the fish that broke it off. It's the friction on the rock. It was gonna go around the
that big flat rock here. Man, it might not be a pike, but I would have liked to land it. Man, a lake trout that size, it's a top predator as well. Just like the pike, they're at the top of the food chain in the lake. Seeing the size of this fish, man, there's gotta be a giant pike here, giant monsters.
I feel really confident that I'm getting close to that big pike, a mythical fish. Today, Stanley and I will head out north, a 2-hour boat ride. But before we leave the dock, he's got a few words of warning for me.
Could get cold, rainy, splash, big waves.
And then a lot of rocks too, right?
A lot of rocks.
Yeah, it can turn bad, this lake, right?
Yes. The water is actually very cold, and it could get a lot of people. Well, we've had a few accidents before, and I think that's what got them, the water.
I'm glad I have my inflatable life jacket here. You have your
I got it under
You get
here.
the belt one?
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah.
So we're good.
We're barely out of the bay, and I can see that Stanley was right. We're on our way to the part of the lake where the biggest pike have been seen. But the cold north wind makes conditions really tough.
That's gonna be a rough ride. Hey Stanley, do you know where we're going? Yeah. Okay, good, because I have no idea. Somewhere there, right? Yeah, of course. All right.
It's getting worse and worse. It's almost snowing now. But Stanley's hungry. He wants to eat some walleye.
Oh man, cold.
I don't know how the conditions could be any worse. 34 degrees with wet snow. This is horrible. Gloves would probably help, but I have trouble fishing with them. They don't really let me feel the rod, nor the line.
Man, it's so cold right now. My hands are literally frozen. Look, I can barely. It hurts when I close them. I'm telling you, here you can get 4 seasons in the same day. Oh, man. I'm gonna get some blood back in my hands, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's so cold. Oh, I can't even fish right now.
We changed spots to get away from the wind. And now, we definitely need to get something to eat, to get some energy and motivation. The rain is letting up, but it still feels just as cold. At this time of year, the temperature should be in the 60s.
At least the wind has stopped a little bit. Yeah. It's gonna warm up a bit, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit. Just a bit.
I'm getting hungry and cold.
I'm already cold and hungry.
Hey, fisherman.
Yeah.
Can you catch a fish? I'm really hungry now.
I'm working on it, my man. Now I'm gonna catch, look.
Okay.
It's coming.
You need gloves?
I don't need gloves. I need a fish so we can go warm up.
I think you're getting rusty.
Yeah, son. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
He's got one.
All right.
Sorry for, I had to rub it in. Finally, eh?
I told you. I could feel him chasing the bait, getting close.
Lunch fish.
Oh, yes.
Can't lose this fish.
That's even a good size. Good size.
All right, oh, walleye. Ah, my hands. Ah, the fish is so cold. It's unbelievable. I guess that's why they're not so aggressive. They're pretty lethargic still. You happy with this?
Oh, yes. I'm hungry. This will be all mine.
Now I gotta catch men, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's my lunch right there. Oh my God. It feels so good. I'm starting to feel my hands again. Man, it feels so good.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't move my hands. I couldn't feel them.
Yeah, it's very good.
Crazy how cold it is. And it's springtime here?
Yes.
It's not normal though. It's springtime. Can you believe it? It should be warmer right now in the spring, right?
Yeah, right. Normally we would have
15
flies, mosquitoes.
That's you're right. That's the beauty of it being cold right now.
There's less this year.
Yeah. Otherwise we'd be dying right now. Like would be fighting the bug. The best fish. There's nothing like the short lunch fish.
Yeah. Yeah, good. You got the right walleye.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I was taking time, because I was trying to choose the good ones as opposed to an any walleye.
Yeah, that's right. Good teamwork there.
Yeah, exactly.
We're thinking the same.
It was so good to finally eat and warm up a bit. Now we're back in pike fishing mode. We're getting close to a shallow area where the water should be a little warmer and the predators more active.
We're gonna fish shallow bays like this one because at this time of year, fish look for warmer water. And shallow places like this is where the ice melts first. And the water warms up faster. So there should be some active fish here. Oh, that's a big one.
Still after it. He's still after it. He's coming.
Oh, look!
Oh man, no!
That's
Oh, it's a pike. A pike got it. A pike just got it. Man, it's trying to swallow it.
It's got another fish in its mouth, eh? You don't see that often.
He's got the big pike in his mouth.
Yeah, he won't let go.
I think he can't spit it out because pike's teeth are pointed backwards. Did you see the side of the pike it attacked?
Yeah. Wow, yeah, Cyril, that's a hungry pike. It's half its size, I think.
Yeah, beast. Oh my God, look at that.
Wow.
Unbelievable. When I tell you that these fish are cannibals, now you believe me? I'm gonna try to save this fish. What a mess. He won't let go. Open your mouth. When I tell you that those teeth are pointed backwards, you can't even spit it out right now. Even if you wanted to get rid of it, it couldn't. Oh, man. Oh, my Look, it's still alive, that poor fish. Pike can actually choke to death from swallowing predator too big. Let's put him back in the water. I don't know if he's still alive. He moved a little bit, but he's been chewed up pretty good. Oh yeah, it's kicking. Oh yeah. Man, this place is gonna give me a heart attack. Seriously, you bring someone with a heart condition here, he might die. You might lose the guy. This is intense.
Hey, Cyril, your heart okay now?
Yeah, kinda. Oh my God, look at this.
He's a big one. He's a big one.
He's on it, he's on it. He wants to eat it. He's a giant, man. He's a giant fish.
That's a big one.
Did you see the wake? You could have surfed that wave. Come on, fishies. Oh. Oh yeah. Something followed. Something chased it.
See the wave?
Yeah.
It's coming here. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming after it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right behind it. Oh, whoa. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh.
You got it now?
Yeah. That's a giant fish. Look at that. That's the fish we wanted, my friend. We got him. Oh no! Oh no!
What happened?
After all this work, I'll lose him right here. That was a giant, man. That was his luck.
Well, I didn't have a chance to do anything. Next thing I knew is you're in the water.
We had him. That was like that was 30 pounds. Oh well. You gotta keep at it, right?
Right.
With some nasty weather rolling in, Stanley suggests we head back to camp to warm up and recharge. Back at camp, I'm invited to a traditional feast. It's been so cold that a hearty meal and a good night's sleep will do us some good.
This is bear meat?
Yes, it's bear meat.
Wow.
And these are the intestines.
Those are the intestines. And you eat it?
Yes. And there's another one there. And this is the stomach.
The stomach?
Yeah, that's the
The bear stomach?
Yeah.
Wow. That's some strange food. For us, you know?
Yeah.
For you guys, you eat it quite a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Keeps you healthy, keeps you strong, young and strong.
In the traditional Cree way of life, people hunt, fish, and trap many different animals like fish, moose, caribou, bear, goose, and even beaver.
Can I try it?
Yeah.
Like this, huh? Beaver neck. It's really good. Really tasty. Man, it's one of the best bush meats I've had.
The rest of the community joins in on the feast. Everyone gets their fill of local delicacies, with more than enough to go around.
Goose and beaver.
Okay, this is the bear.
This is the bear. Proteins.
Protein and protein and protein. That's dessert.
Intestine, very intestine.
It's good.
Again, it's good, yeah.
Don't really want to think about what you're eating, but you know, it's really good. Thank you very much. This is awesome, seriously.
Later in the evening, Stanley and I have a discussion with Kenny. Apparently, he knows a spot where monster pike can be found. I wish I understood the Cree language better, but at least I'm able to catch a few words.
She told me a good spot where people don't fish, but there's really big pike in there.
Really? It's like through a channel, I heard?
Through a channel.
Good channel.
And have to go, it's a small pass to a small one.
And no one has ever gone there before?
No.
Really?
Because right now the water level, he said, is high.
So we can go with the boat?
Yes.
That's why no one has ever fished there before, because they can't go there with the boat?
Yeah, with the big boats.
Sounds like an idea.
Stanley, we're going there.
Yeah.
We're going there. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Inch commitment.
This morning, we're heading to Kenny's remote spot.
We're going to a place where no man has gone before.
Wow.
The reason nobody comes this way is that it's usually too shallow. In summer, the water level is so low, it's almost impossible to get through by boat.
Tricky when it's shallow and...
Yeah, it's really tricky, but there's a good line right here.
Yeah.
You're good.
But with the exceptionally high waters this spring, we'll hopefully be able to get up these rapids.
Rock. Yeah.
Okay. I see it.
Good job, man.
Oh, yeah. We're almost there.
Almost made it.
We finally get to Kenny's spot. It might not be a very big lake, but there are a lot of dead trees along the bank, a great habitat for northern pike.
Come on, monsters, where are you?
Looks like nothing here.
Nothing here, huh?
No.
Maybe the water too cold still.
Oh my God! The size of that fish that just attacked! Unbelievable.
My legs are shaking, I'm telling you.
Oh my God, look at the size of this fish.
He's got him, he's got him. Nice one.
Yeah, that's a big fish, for sure. Oh yeah, I just saw it. Yeah.
Nice pike.
Oh yeah, that's a big one, man. Yeah.
Oh, I can't keep tight to it.
Nice pike, Cyril.
Yes! Oh my gosh! The size of this fish, man. Oh, unreal.
That's a good one, boy.
Look at the size of this pike. That's a monster. That's what I've been chasing. It's huge. Not only it is long, but look how wide it is. Look at the size of the head. It's pretty much the same size as mine. And it's an old fish, I'm telling you. A pike this size here in the north, the feeding season is so short, it's so cold that this pike might be 30 years old, whereas the same size animal in the south, further south, would probably be 20 years old. My God. Thank you, Stanley.
I'm happy now, I'm happy.
Let's put him back. There you go, buddy. That's a giant. That's what we've been looking for, my friend.
We got it, we got it.
Yes. Ooh. Yes, Stanley. Watch out!
You gotta be really careful about the waves here. There's some really nasty waves coming in. Big one. It's pulling me out.
My name is Cyril Choquet, and I'm on a deserted island off the Pacific coast of Panama, looking for a dienton, a giant-sized predator armed with serious canines. But fishing here is really tricky. And the worst part is that my crew and I are stranded here for days without any food.
I don't even know if I can catch fish. I mean, if I can't catch a fish, we're screwed.
We're gonna have to survive.
Scorpion.
In this hostile environment.
A bug just bit me really bad.
Does it hurt?
Yeah. I'm just scared it's poisonous.
Finding fresh water and food is gonna be a real struggle.
Man. Oh, here we go. This one.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Oh! And even if I do find what we need for survival and manage to find this monster, I'll still have to land the beast.
Come on! I'm headed to some remote islands just outside the Gulf of Cherokee, where I heard stories of monster dienton, huge fish. But the only thing is I was really hoping to get there before dark, so I could set up my camp with some daylight. But clearly, it's not gonna happen. Look, it's pitch black already.
We're headed for a deserted island, 40 nautical miles off the west coast of Panama, in Central America. According to the locals, this island is the ideal place for monster dentons. These local fishermen agreed to drop me off on the island before heading to their night fishing spots. They'll come back to pick me up in 4 days, which should leave me just enough time to catch the monster I'm after.
¿Tú le puedes acercar un poquito más de la playa?
No, porque las olas están muy grandes.
Sí, ¿eh? Man, we can't get any closer to the beach because there's some bad waves. It could be a really big wave.
The shoreline is only about 300 feet away. Maybe I could swim there.
Me puedo tirar al agua, pero...
Nada más hay tiburones.
Hay tiburones, ¿eh?
Sí, hay tiburón, toro, todo, tigre.
¿Serio?
Hay martillo.
¿Vosotros se bañan aquí, no?
Sí, aunque pudiera.
Okay. Now I'm gonna have to swim with sharks at night. And when the locals tell you not to swim in these waters, don't swim in these waters. They know what they're talking about.
Oh, look over there. Shark. Shark.
Oh, amigo.
I've swum with sharks plenty of times before. They are more active at night. But if we're not in the water too long,
All right, bud.
we should be fine.
You know what's next, right?
Looks like we're going in the water.
That's right. It's risky, but it's the only way onto the island.
All right, you ready for this?
Ready.
The captain will bring the boat as close as possible to shore.
Okay.
Then we'll only have a few seconds to jump out before he heads back out to sea.
All right, man.
Yep.
Ok, está bien.
You good?
Swim, man. Yeah, good.
Not stick around too long in this water. Is he all right? Good. Good. All right. I'm good. A little tired, but I'm good. What about you? I'm all right. We made it alive. What a great start. What a start. What a way to start a trip. Oh, we made it, man. This is it. Woo. This is starting already.
In hot and humid climates, mosquitoes are a major health risk.
It's bad, man. It's super bad. We gotta move fast now.
On top of eating you alive, they can transmit serious tropical diseases like dengue fever or malaria.
Priority is gonna be to find a place where I can set up the hammock, and then I'm gonna start a fire to get some smoke going to repel the bugs as much as possible because we're gonna get devoured. I didn't think it was gonna be this thick. No. You see where you have to be careful around here? Check this out. Scorpion.
There are around 25 types of scorpions in the world that have venom strong enough to kill a person. I'm not sure about this one, but I know its sting can really hurt and could be deadly for someone who's allergic. Oh, what's that? Look over there. There, yeah. Is it a rat? Can't be any rats here.
I think it's an Aguti. It's a little rodent. Through here is good. Okay.
Looks like I found a couple of trees that are spaced far enough apart to hang my hammock.
Perfect.
The priority now is to make a fire to keep the mosquitoes and no-see-ums at bay. And for that, there's nothing like dried coconut husk because it burns slowly and makes a lot of smoke.
I need some smoke. I don't care about fire. I just want smoke. So I can get rid of the bugs. It's so thick with bugs right now. Problem is that it's wet. You know, the coconut is really wet. Everything's wet. Ah. Well, I wanted smoke. I got smoke. Oh, man.
Now, we can finally hang our hammocks and get some rest.
Woo! 5-star.
A good night's sleep, protected from mosquitoes. And tomorrow, we begin the search for a giant jantan. We wake on a beautiful deserted island, carpeted by thick, lush jungle. The shoreline changes dramatically with the tides, and it's mostly made up of jagged rocks, relentlessly pounded by waves. But before I head out to find a giant jantan, my crew and I have a more pressing issue to deal with.
I'll tell you something really interesting that happened last night. You see this case here? It's a dry case. That's where we put the electronic equipment and to keep it dry. And you know, it was really wavy, it was dark, I have to agree, but you know, the thing is that there was some room in it for food, for a bag of food. And when we jumped in the water, Jesse forgot to put the food in the case. So now guess what? We have no food. No food at all.
But one thing to forget, one thing to miss, you know, the food.
Yeah, no, it sucks.
I wish it was like anything else.
Don't worry about it, man.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Yeah, hey, seriously, don't. It was chaos on that boat. It was total chaos. That's it. What about you go at least get us some coconuts, and I'm going fishing in the meantime.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds fair.
Just get us as many as you possibly can, man. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We'll eat them, because that's, I don't even know if I can catch fish. I mean, who knows? If I can't catch a fish, we're screwed. I mean, I'm sure there's food like shells and gotta be animals in this jungle, so figure it out. We'll figure it out.
The fishermen won't be back to get us for another 4 days, so we're gonna have to find a way to survive. We have satellite phones in case of a serious accident, but right now, our main concern is to find fresh drinking water.
Okay, that'll keep going for a while.
My crew and I have no food. We have to survive for 4 days on this remote, deserted island. We have coconuts, which provide some food and hydration. But being high up in the trees, they're dangerous to get. So we need to find a source of fresh water.
Oh. Looks like there's water there. Yep, it's a creek. Yep, there's water. It's not much, but it's perfect.
Because this island is quite steep and the forest humid and dense, this slow creek will keep providing fresh water. To be safe, we'll boil it to purify it. Now, I have to find some food, and for me, that means fish. There's some really high tides here, which make fishing from shore very difficult. I need to catch a fish to feed my crew and I, and with some luck, I might get the huge jantan I'm after, which is a delicious fish to eat.
You see, jantan are reef fish. They love rocks, reef. Crevices like this is a perfect spot. You know, that's where they hunt, that's where they hide. And eventually this whole spot here will be covered with water, with the tide. But right now I want to try to fish as far as possible, you know, to the edge of the rocks where it drops into deep water. Trying to stay as safe as possible because there's a lot of waves there. And big waves. Man, it's a beautiful place here.
From here, I can cast into deeper water. But landing a fish from the top of these rocks will be very tough and super dangerous.
Oh, here we go. Trevallies. Look, yeah, chase it, Come on, fish, take it. Yeah. Ah. Oh, look, there's another one there. Chase it. Take it. Yeah, here we go. Ah. It's a good sized fish.
This trevally will provide the protein that my crew and I need.
Ah. Come on, fish. Coming. No, he's going to the rocks there. He's going to the rocks. No, don't go there, fish. No! Ah! I lost this fish right here. Got off. Big trevally too. Oh, man.
At least there's good news. There are fish on the hunt here. The sun is beating down on the scorching hot rocks, with no shade to hide in. After an hour of hard work with nothing to show for it, I have to stop. I can't exhaust myself out here in the baking sun, especially on an empty stomach. I might have to find another source of protein. But for now, let's see what Jesse got us.
Where we going? Oh, coconut.
There you go.
Perfect.
Good job.
Here you go.
Good job. Oh man, that's gonna be so nice. Good job, man.
When you did it, it's perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Good job. Good job.
You're making up for your,
It's a start.
your forgotten bag.
But don't feel bad, man. Seriously, like it could have happened to me.
I still feel bad because it happened to me, you know?
No.
And, I mean, we can't just be eating coconut for the whole time we're here.
No, you can go a long way with coconuts, but not enough for sure. We're gonna start getting tired.
Exactly.
So.
We really need some protein. But thankfully, coconut meat is fatty and full of sugars.
Did you get any fish?
No. The problem is that they're fish for sure. They're good spots. I can see them from the shore, but they're way out. You know, like there's some rocks, outer rocks that I could. If I can get to those rocks, then I can cast into deep water. But the problem is sharks, man. Sharks and currents, bad currents. I'm really tempted though to swim out to those rocks. But if I want to get if you guys want to get the footage, you're gonna have to swim with me though. So do we want to risk that? I'm not sure. We're all gonna die because of you, Jess.
It's really hard to fish with a rod and reel here, and I can feel my energy starting to drop. But I have an idea.
I'm gonna go see what I can find from the rocks with their harpoon, but I'm not going in the water, no way. Between the sharks, the current, and the big waves, plus I know myself, you know, as soon as I get in the water, I'll want to go further and deeper and deeper, and I don't have a good feeling about it. Plus, you know, in a spot like this, it's so isolated that anything happens, bad news.
The harpoon, or pole spear, is a tool I've used in the past to catch bait. It works on a simple principle. There's a powerful elastic attached to the shaft, and when I let it go, but today, I'm not after bait. I'm after a meal. The water's too rough to get in. It's a long shot, but I should be able to reach the fish from the rocks.
Need a bit of sun here.
That's good. It's coming out again.
This is an alright spot, but that rock there would be better, you know. I'd want to go there, and potentially even those rocks there, the deeper rocks, you know. I think it's a pretty safe swim there. It's pretty shallow, so in terms of sharks, it should be fine, but you know, the problem is that when you spend a lot of energy like that, it's versus what you might get as energy from a fish or a prey in general. I don't think it's worth it. So what I'll do is I'll stick around here and wait for the fish to pass by.
Oh, here we go. This one. You see it? You see it? Right there, right there. Don't move, don't move. Be quiet, be quiet. Yeah. Yep. Woohoo! Oh!
Ah, man! Got off! It got off!
Man!
That was beautiful bluefin trevally. I don't know what happened. It's pretty sharp. I don't know how it came up. Oh.
continue to explore the shoreline of this island, looking for anything that might be edible. Even in such remote places, we still find plastic garbage. But I'm gonna keep this bottle because I can use it to bring fresh water back to camp. I can tell you that just a few hours ago, I wouldn't have risked getting pounded here by big waves. But hunger is a real motivator, and if I can catch enough of these crabs, we could make a meal out of them.
You gotta be really careful about the waves here. There's some really nasty waves coming in every now and then. Yeah, the thing is that the crabs, they live in the wet part of the rocks, so that's where you find them. You kind of have to be here. Watch out!
Suddenly, we get hit by a big set of waves, and things get super intense.
Oh, big one. It's pulling me out.
I fight against the undertow, and barely manage to hang on. The waves here are too dangerous. I can't stay in the water. But before I get out, I gotta catch at least one of these crabs to use as bait. It would take dozens of crabs like this one to satisfy our hunger. So I go to plan B. I make a hand line with some stout monofilament so it doesn't get cut off on the rocks.
Makeshift sinker.
And the plastic bottle comes in handy to wrap my line around.
I'm gonna try fishing in the rocks around here. I'd like to go out further, but look at the big waves that are crashing into the rocks. It's too risky, way too risky. Look at that one there. Look at that big wave that's coming in. Look at that. That's a monster. You don't want to get caught by that.
Made myself a little hand line here. Hopefully, it'll do just the trick. Oh, bite. Good. Here we go.
It's a triggerfish. Might not be the best fish to eat, but it doesn't matter. It's food. Yes. Yes. Triggerfish. Beautiful triggerfish. Look at the colors on this fish. Nice. You gotta be careful with this fish because I heard stories of guys that lost a piece of a finger with this fish. Look at the teeth they have. You see, this fish is called a triggerfish, and that's because of this bone here that erects itself when the fish is in a distressed situation. Like, for example, the predator attacks it, it gets into a hole, deploys its bone here, erects its bone in a vertical position. That way the fish is locked. The triggerfish is locked in the hole, and the predator can't take it out of the hole, can't pull it out. But the thing is, what's interesting is that this mechanism here makes it that this bone is totally locked in position. You can't move it. You see, I can't just get it down. And if you want to get it down, you see that little guy here, you just press on it, and boom, it goes down, boom. But if I try to do it with this main bone here, it doesn't go anywhere. Boom. Really interesting.
Finally, we'll be able to eat. The guys are gonna be so relieved. As far as I know, reef fish in this part of Panama don't contain ciguatoxins, but you can never be sure. So I carry out a little test to make sure it's safe to eat.
I've been waiting for about an hour now, and I don't see a single ant on this fish. And there's tons of ants all over the place here on the ground. I see them everywhere, but they're not touching this fish. And it makes me a little paranoid now, because in the Caribbean, I spend a lot of time there fishing, and the locals, what they do, when they catch a reef fish, they put it on the ground. Not everybody, but some people that I know. They put the fish on the ground, and if the ants come on the fish, it's good to eat. If the ants don't come on the fish, then stay away from it. You might have ciguatera poisoning. And right now, I don't see a single ant on this fish.
Reef fish can bioaccumulate ciguatoxin, a neurotoxin that can be deadly if ingested in sufficient amounts.
I just don't know, like it's not a really good fish to eat in the first place, but at this point I would eat it, but I'm paranoid now. So I just don't know.
We can't risk eating this fish. I think it's too small to contain enough toxins to kill us, but it might make us sick. That means going to bed with an empty stomach. Day 2, and we still haven't found any real food. At least, the tide is low, and I can get to the outer rocks. So with a little luck, I should be able to find us something to eat. I came here to catch a gigantic.
And it'd be better and easier with a little bit of food in my belly right now.
But at this point, any fish will do. Finding enough food to survive is the priority.
Oh man, that was a big denton. Broke off.
It's gonna be really hard to land a fish without breaking my line on the rocks here. So to improve my odds, I tie on a longer, stouter, 200-pound leader.
Pretty good spot there. You see the reef? There's a ledge. It drops into deep water, and what the fish do usually is they go along that edge. It's rocky. It's a nice reef, but the angle's terrible. Or the other option is I go down there, but it's really risky because there's some really big rollers rolling onto the reef there.
It's dangerous, but it's the only way I can catch us some food.
Just making sure there's not a big set of waves coming in.
Okay, time to go.
Really playing with fire fishing from here, but it's a good spot. It's the best I've found so far.
The angle here is much better for making the lure pop. And hopefully, trigger an attack.
Yep. Here we go. Told you it's a good spot. Damn. The problem is that it break me right off on the ledge. You know, like there's too many rocks there.
All this casting has made me exhausted and even more hungry. I really have to find another solution. While heading back to shore, I saw something that could help our hunger.
Look, that's what I'm looking for here. There you go. See? Beautiful.
I hope these limpets are edible, because if they are, we might have a solution to our problem.
Remove the black stuff, the organs here. And that leaves you with the muscle. It's just the muscle. This is beautiful. I wouldn't eat them raw, but cooked should be all right.
On my way back to camp, I take a shortcut through a section of forest that I haven't explored yet.
Oh, my God, look at this. See, I'm on an island in the middle, a remote island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And look, that pisses me off when I see this. Because I see it everywhere. This is what happens to our world. This is what we're doing to our world. This is the plastic that gets washed onto the beaches everywhere, every single island, every single place in the world, even the most remote places like here. It pisses me off, man. Look, it's a dumpster. And those bottles, they float. That's why they get washed to the shore. But think about all the plastic that sinks. Most of the plastic sinks to the bottom of the ocean. So what you're seeing here is just a little percentage of what's out there. Because the ocean floor is polluted with plastic, all sorts of plastic, and we're all responsible, you know? It's not just, you know, like local plastic. Those bottles might have floated from pretty much all corners of the planet. At the end of the day, you know, you're gonna eat that, you know? Like, we're all eating this plastic eventually because
the salt, the sun, the wave movement eventually is gonna break it down. But it's not gonna disappear, it's gonna be in the system. It's just in tiny, tiny little particles that the small organisms will eat. And eventually those small organisms will get eaten by small fish, and the small fish will get eaten by the bigger fish. And you know what? It's gonna end up on your plane, in your system. You're gonna eat this plastic eventually. And there's not much we can do, you know? We just gotta stop consuming plastic altogether. That's the only thing we can do. Pisses me off, pisses me off.
To get back to camp, I follow the shoreline, but the tide is so high, there's barely any beach left. And I'm still thinking about all the plastic garbage I saw.
Oh, close call.
You gotta be careful. It just goes to show that you always have to keep your head on the swivel out here. I don't think these shells are toxic, but I'm still gonna make sure they're well cooked. And before my crew eats them, I'm gonna test them myself.
It might stick to the pen a little bit. I don't even have oil. Oh my God.
They might not look super tasty, but if they don't make me sick, at least we'll know we can survive on them for a few days.
You gotta eat it fast. Don't think about it too much.
I hear something. There's something out there.
I hear noises in the jungle as if it's a little animal running on the ground. Might be an Aguti.
Agutis are rodents that can weigh up to 7 pounds.
Because it can't be, it's not a big animal. I hear little steps.
I'm sure it's an Aguti, and from what I hear, it's edible.
Guys, I think I have an idea.
Day 3. I'm really not feeling the shells. They give me stomach cramps during the night. So we won't risk them. It could be deadly if we get sick out here. Aside from some coconuts, my team and I haven't had any real protein since we got here. We won't get picked up from this island for another 2 days, so I have to find real food, one way or another.
Check this out. That's where the Agutis live.
You see? They bore through into the ground like this, and they come out to feed.
I'm not a hunter, but at this point, I don't have a choice. It's really a question of survival. I heard Agutis last night, and if I can get one, its meat should give us the energy we need to survive. My harpoon is meant for catching fish on the water, but it's the only hunting tool I have, so I'm gonna use it as a spear.
Stop moving. Guys, Jess.
Sorry, there's a bug that just bit me really bad.
What?
A bug just bit me really bad.
Really?
Yeah, but it's okay. It was in my...
It's inside your...
Yeah, it bit me twice, like it was inside my shirt. I killed it. I'm just scared it's poisonous, but I think I'm good.
Here, Jesse, I'll give you a hint. Out here, an insect bite could transmit a deadly disease, or even cause a major allergic reaction. And in our present situation, we need to take it very seriously.
You all right? Your hand. Any numbness in the hand?
No, I didn't get bitten. I just got bit here.
But you said in the arm, right?
Yeah, here. No, on the top of the shoulder. You see that?
Yeah.
And then right here on top of the shoulder.
But do you feel any numbness in the...
No. He just bit me here, and then I hit it, and then he went all the way up my shirt and bit me again. Oh, but it hurts. Like, it hurts more than a bee sting. Like, my arm, I still feel it.
If it keeps burning, you know, I'll give you a shot.
Jesse's not looking too good.
Show me his shoulder.
But I don't think it's from the venom. He just doesn't know what bit him.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Really?
It's a spider.
Is it?
Does it hurt?
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts and it throbs.
Just to be safe, we're gonna wait it out for a few minutes to give Jesse a chance to recover.
Do you want to go back to the camp?
No.
You want to lay down here or you good?
Yeah.
Tough, man. You're really tough, man.
Anyways, now it's a little better. I mean, just, you never know what's gonna bite you in the jungle, so you automatically get a little worried, you know?
Yeah.
No, let's go.
All right, let's keep. So anyway, yeah, the only thing I'm telling you guys, you know, is try to be as stealthy as possible, okay?
Yep. Yep.
You know, like, because otherwise, you know, we're not gonna eat. It's just as simple as that.
Oh.
Unless you want to eat some spiders. There's plenty of those.
I kind of want revenge.
We can make a spider salad.
Cook the whole family.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I got you. No sound.
All right. I think I hear one. Be quiet, guys. Okay, I just saw it. Over there, just behind that tree. Make sure you don't step on the leaves. Just step on the roots as much as possible. Those things are fast. Missed him.
Just as I was about to strike, I stepped on a twig, and the Aguti heard it.
Damn it. Damn it. I was close. I was pretty close to it. I can't just keep chasing them. They hear me. I make too much noise. Plus, look on the ground, you know, like you see those leaves? They make so much noise. As soon as I step on one of those leaves, they boom. They take off right away. They spook and they're gone. The only way for me to get one is to hide, find a spot where I can hide and wait for them to come to me.
I think the best strategy is to hide behind a tree near the rodent's den. It has to come out eventually.
Zero energy. I'm running on fumes right now. So is my crew. That's when you realize that hunger just kills you. Oh, and I'm so hot right now, too.
That's exactly the noise I was waiting to hear. The Aguti came out. It looks like it's digging something out of the ground. I really can't afford to miss. We need to eat.
Yeah, got it, guys, got it. Oh. Man, I hate that. Survival. I had to do it.
A lot of effort for a meal, but there's lots of protein in there. I can tell you that. Actually, thank you, nature. Thank you, Aguti. Man, I'm so hungry. I just want to bite right in it. Looks pretty good. Looks delicious, actually.
While it finishes cooking, I make a plate out of a palm leaf.
Man, it looks so good. Come on, guys. It might be a rodent, but I'm telling you, it's no rat. Oh, look at that. Guys, Jess.
Thank you.
I know, I see you salivating there. Drooling. No, seriously. Tastes like chicken. I think we can get a couple of meals out of this. We're gonna keep some, so we can last a couple of days. Oh, Chris, you have no idea what you're missing.
Thanks.
Even the skin is good. It's thick. Look. But it's perfect.
We're doing much better. We filled up on protein, and that means energy. Now, it's time for the monster tientan I came here for.
Oh, look at this spot here. Look at that. Look at the size of those rocks. Massive rocks. And look, they're all over the place there. I can see them just underneath the surface there. You see one there? And this one poking out. That means it's dotted with rocks underneath the surface there. And look at those crevices. Plenty of crevices that a monster could come out of.
I gotta be really careful fishing from these rocks here, because I'm telling you, dude, these fish are so powerful when the attack is so violent. They pull so much, it's just unreal, I'm telling you. They can literally rip me right out of those rocks into here. You see those boulders here? You don't want to fall on that. You can definitely break a leg if you fall down there. Plus, if you break a leg, then boom, you get nailed by this. A series of waves. Not fun. Not fun at all. That's why I make sure to have a firm footing and a wide stance, so that I'm ready for the impact. Big fish, big fish. Monster hit! Huge hit!
I've got to pull really hard before the fish gets a chance to get into a hole and break me off.
Slippery. Come on!
I'm gaining. He's out of the rocks. He's coming up.
Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. Check this out. Look at the size of this tientan. Yes. Unreal. I mean, this in Spanish, this fish is called dientan, which literally means big teeth. I think it's pretty obvious why. Good fish, you're going right.
Gotcha.
Watch out! Watch out!
Cayman!
Get out of the water! It just hit me! It's a cayman! Get out of the water!
Get out, man.
My name is Cyril Choquet. I'm in the heart of the Amazon jungle, in search of an enormous wolfish, a ferocious predator with a reputation for causing accidents among the region's locals. And to find one, I have to make my way through this hostile environment. It's a cayman.
Look at the teeth. Grabs.
And even find a way to survive in the jungle.
That's a huge fish.
I have to swim in waters infested with piranhas, and where caimans, stingrays, and giant anacondas lurk.
What was that?
Man, huge fallen tree in the middle of the road there. I guess it's a good thing I sharpened my machete.
Voila.
Because the only way to get through is to clear the road.
There was so much wind, it blew the tree down. This trip is starting well. Bom trabalho. Yeah, muito bom.
To a place known for its monstrous wolfish. It's a huge web of interconnected rivers in the southern part of the Brazilian Amazon. I've been driving for over 24 hours without a break. The weather's been crazy. Torrential rains have made this road nearly impossible to drive on.
Here we go again.
And I've got into winds nearly as strong as a tornado. At the end of this endless road is a place where Gustavo, a contact of mine, left a boat in the jungle so I can go chase these fish. Weighing up to 90 pounds, the wolfish, also known as Aimara or trairão in Brazil, is a true hunter with jaws full of sharp teeth. This fish even has a reputation for being able to swallow whole one of the Amazon's most ferocious predators, the piranha. According to my GPS, I should be really close to the spot where the boat is heading on the river. But I've gone as far as this trek can take me.
Yeah, the boat should be straight down that way, through the jungle.
After that exhausting drive, it'll feel good to trek a bit. I come to the Amazon a lot. And I've been to other jungles around the world as well, so I have all the required shots. But even with the strongest mosquito repellent, I'm still getting eaten alive here, with each bite potentially carrying malaria, dengue, or yellow fever.
There's water here. Should be here. Yeah. The boat should be right around here somewhere. Either I got the wrong coordinates or I don't know, but the boat's not here. Yeah. Maybe around the bend there. It's not there either. Man, I don't know what it did. It's supposed to be here.
I double-checked my position on the GPS, but it's getting pretty obvious.
Man, that's really not the plan at all. It's gonna make the fishing impossible, I'm telling you.
slow down the shoreline a bit, in case the boat got untied and drifted away. The spots that I plan to fish are far, very far upriver, and without a boat, getting there will be nearly impossible.
Watch out! Watch out! Cayman! 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 Get out of the water! It just hit me! It's a cayman! Get out! Get out of the water! Get out! Get out, man! Get out! Get out! It hit me in the legs. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Didn't bite. I think he just freaked out. He must have been laying on the bank and saw us, heard us, took off in the water because that's how they escape. That's how they run away from danger. Man. Whoa. And he hit me right in the leg.
Sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. You okay?
Yeah.
You didn't touch it, right?
No.
Yeah, you fine? Sure?
Yeah.
Welcome to the jungle.
Now it's obvious there's no boat around here. My satellite phone is the only way to reach the outside world in case of an emergency. But I need to use it now to reach my contact Gustavo and find out what's happening.
Alô?
Alô, Gustavo?
Oh?
Gustavo, fala Cyril.
Com quem eu tô falando?
Cyril. Estou falando da mata. Estou agora na mata buscando o barco, mas não encontrei o barco.
Não, o barco tá aí, tá bem agasalhado. Eu amarrei na mata, tá bem escondido.
Estou lá no ponto GPS que me fale.
Então roubaram o barco, tava bem escondido aí, tava amarrado na mata.
Alô? Alô? Damn it. And he says the boat was robbed for real. He says it's there, it should be here. The GPS spot that he gave me.
Even though the best spots for wolfish are way upriver, I might as well see if I can catch one here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get upriver on foot. The jungle's too dense, and the riverbanks are too muddy.
It's a cayman.
It's a spectacled cayman. Dangerous, but not as scary as the one that just hit my leg. I think that one was a black cayman, a species that can grow to nearly 15 feet.
Man, he's getting devoured by bugs. At least I'm not the only one. Man, those things are relentless. The bees, they keep attacking his eyes.
What are you doing? Go in the water. I know the Amazon jungle well, but every time I come here, I'm reminded how hostile it can be. Even predators at the top of the food chain aren't left alone, and humans even less so. I'm still pretty far from the area I want to be in, but this spot looks like it could be good for wolfish. These fish like to hide among underwater cover, like branches or rocks, ambushing any prey that comes within striking distance. So I keep casting as tight as possible to the trees on the bank.
Just lost a nice peacock bass. Man, that was a peacock though. That was not what I'm looking for.
I have to set up my hammock before dark. Once that's done, I'll try again for wolfish. Sundown is peak hunting time for these predators.
That's a wolf. That's a wolf. That's a wolf. That's a wolf. I got a big wolfish on. No! No! That was a big wolfish.
But he just got off. I'd keep fishing, but it's just too dangerous to wade in these waters at night.
Finally away from the bugs. Man, they're relentless. Relentless. They're destroying me. I don't know what's happening. I've never seen them as intense in the Amazon.
This morning, I make my way towards the area known for its huge wolfish.
Look at this river. It's beautiful and all, but it's so big. For sure I need a boat. And the shoreline, the shoreline's so steep, dense, vegetation, inaccessible. It's gonna be tough. All right, let's go for it. Let's find a place where we can fish.
After following the river upstream for a while,
this looks good here.
I finally find a spot where I can fish from the bank. I rig up a large surface lure with noisy ball bearings inside. By making it move in a zigzag, this lure is excellent for triggering ferocious attacks by predators like wolfish. This lure doesn't resemble an actual prey, but it's the way I make it move that can trigger an attack.
There we go. Big fish.
I didn't really see the attack. I'm not sure what it is.
That's a huge fish. That's a big fish. If it's a trident, a wolfish, it's a giant one. Oh man, stuck on the rocks. Oh no, it's a payara. It's a vampire fish. Big one. Look at the size of this vampire fish. It's a giant. It's humongous. Seriously, I've never caught a fish this big, a payara this big. It's gigantic. And I spent I don't know how much time in the jungle before trying to get a big vampire fish like this. And I got a big one for sure, but it was not as big. This is monstrous. Look at the teeth on this fish, seriously. Unbelievable. Look, you see the size of the fangs in the front? They can't lodge themselves in the mouth, so that's why there's two openings, two slots in the upper jaw that fit the teeth. That's how fishing goes. It's crazy, you know. Like I'm chasing a monster wolfish, and I catch a giant payara. Giant payara. All right, buddy. Send him right back to where it belongs. It's tired. Big fight. Incredible.
I was really lucky to catch that monster, especially with a surface lure. But to increase my odds of catching a huge wolfish, I'll need to put a big natural bait on the river bottom. That's the bait I'm looking for. Matrincha.
They love little spinners like this. You know, and those fish, they're usually found underneath trees like this, underneath the vegetation, waiting for fruit or seeds to fall in the water, and they eat that. But for some reason, they also love spinners. There's one more over there. Oh man. Come on, I can't even catch bait. Sometimes catching bait is even harder than catching the fish you want. Whoa, Neil, look, over there. Look. That's good bait right there. Oh man, that's really good bait. The problem is that to catch a Neil, I can't catch it on a spinner. I need bait too.
But I have a plan and the gear to make it happen. If there's one eel in the area, it means there must be others.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to catch bait.
But to catch him, first you gotta find him. One good thing about getting in these murky waters is that the bugs will leave me alone for a while. I don't really know this particular river, but I've been to the Amazon many times. It's rare that animals will attack humans, but you have to keep your guard up with caimans, piranhas, electric eels, and stingrays around. The problem is that the water is even murkier than I thought, and eels hide at the bottom between rocks. So I have no choice but to go deep. Spot one. Right there. It's not as big as I'd like, but I need bait. It's swimming to deeper waters. I can't let it escape. It's good bait, but a little too small. I know there's more in the area, so I dive again to see what I can get. I've just spotted another one.
Sorry, buddy. I need bait.
When looking for a rare monster in such an isolated part of the world, it's about putting the odds in your favor with no compromise on the gear, especially high-quality line and hooks.
And here I have a metal leader because I'm telling you, the wolfish, they have such nasty teeth that they can go through any kind of line. Here, a swivel and a 50-pound fluorocarbon leader attached to the main running line, which is 40-pound braided line. Now let's go try to catch a monster fish.
I found a great looking spot, an enormous sandbank that drops off into deeper waters. Prey tends to collect near these drop-offs, and that attracts predators.
Thing I gotta be careful about though is sandbanks like that is a perfect environment for stingrays.
Freshwater stingray venom hurts so much that these animals are one of the most feared in the entire Amazon.
Right there, stingray, look. Oh, man. Took up from there, it was buried in the sand. That's exactly what they do. I mean, they love sandy areas like this. That's where they live. And the shallow, sandy areas like this is, I always see stingrays in those type of environments. I guess it's the sun, you know, because they sun themselves up on the beaches, like on the sand. When I walk around, I gotta be really careful. You don't want to step on a stingray. You really don't.
Its venom causes such intense pain that locals even nicknamed this animal the "wish you were dead" fish.
Might be a wolfish.
Yeah, it's a wolf. Exactly what I'm looking for. But this one is not that big.
As it's called in Brazil. In English, this fish is called a neymar, also commonly called a wolfish. Perfect predator. I mean, look at the colors. Super camouflage. The brown, greenish color on the head and on the rest of the body, because they can camouflage on a dark sandy bottom or in between rocks, ready to pounce on anything that swims by. And look at the mouth, look at the weaponry, look at those teeth on the upper jaw. Oh, man, I just need the same fish 6 times bigger, 6 or 7 times bigger. Man, go get me your brothers, your mother, your grandpa, anybody.
That was a good spot, but I think I'll find even better ones around the islands in the river. But to get there, I'll have to swim to them.
Yeah, I think I can cross to the other side here. This current, but it doesn't seem too bad. And I see some rocks over there. It's good. All right, it's doable.
All right, let's get some dry wood.
I'm gonna cross that river. One way or another.
I can't swim with my bag. It's too heavy. So I make a raft for it.
See if it works.
I've done this many times, but the water is moving faster than I thought. I have to make sure my crew and I don't get swept away. Halfway there, but the current seems to be getting stronger and stronger. I hope this wasn't a mistake.
Yeah, we made it.
This is such a big river. The only way to fish this river, the proper way to fish it is with a boat. This is the dry season, so it's perfect timing for coming here. I mean, I see spots, but how do I get to them? I mean, there's a few spots like here, you know, sandy points that I can fish from, but I'm super limited in my options. Anyway, we're gonna make it work though. Still cool, I'm in the Amazon, can't complain.
To be able to cast into the deeper part of this pool, I need to stand on the sandbank. But the water's kind of murky, and I can't see the bottom. I'm worried there might be stingrays around.
Whatever it is, it's a good sized fish. Broke me off.
With no boat, progress is slow, and we may have to stay in the jungle longer than planned. Our food supply being limited, we have to start saving it. So today, we're eating our bait.
Taking most of the slime off, you know, because they have that protective slime on the body so that they can slide right through the water. But it's kind of gluey and really slimy, so not really cool to eat.
I'm not sure my crew is looking forward to this.
You guys are gonna enjoy this. My crew's looking at me like, are we gonna eat this?
You've eaten this before?
Yeah, it's really good.
It's starting to look pretty good.
Oh yeah, it'll be awesome. Cooked to perfection. You don't want to cook it right on the fire or right on the flames. That's why I removed the burning logs there and just put it in the hot coals. It looks great. It's awesome. Really good. So tasty. It's not chewy at all. It's perfect. Seriously, it's a... Come on, Jesse. Give it a shot, man.
All right.
You're not gonna die. This is eel.
I'll try it.
It's really good. There you go. So?
It's not bad.
You look nervous. Hey, we've seen way worse than this.
Looks like a snake.
It's actually just a snake is more chewy. You know, we've had snake before. This is just an eel. Chris, you want some? There you go. You guys crack me up. Hey, come on, we've had monkey, we've had snakes, we've had everything. Insects, and you're grossed out by an eel. So, another piece?
Yeah.
There you go. That's my man.
Oh, it's good.
It's not bad.
Since we ate the second eel, I have no choice but to find some new bait.
Yeah, over there, exactly what I'm looking for.
Look right there, that plant. Yes. I hate plastic bottles. They're so bad for the planet, but at least this one is gonna come in handy. There you go. You see where I'm going with this? This is a makeshift bait trap. The idea is that I saw this plant here, which is the perfect environment for the kind of bait fish I'm looking for. And I saw there's a bunch of them on the surface there. I'm gonna put some bait, small bait like rice and stuff, in the bottle. This will be totally submerged in the water. The bait fish see the bait, but more so they smell it. So they go around the bottle trying to get in the bottle, trying to get to the bait, and see it as an opening that they can fit through. So they go right through here, and then they get trapped. That's it, they can't get out. But first I gotta get in the water and get close to those plants there. Thicker plants over there, see? Tuviras, that's what they're called. I don't even know their name in English. Those bait fish, they love those type of environments. They love those plants, but they hate to see the light of day. So usually they'll be in the thicker stuff, you know, where light penetration is at the lowest. And it should be there. The problem is I gotta swim underneath that mat all the way to there. And it's a very good environment for anacondas.
Anacondas can grow to almost 30 feet long, and are constrictor snakes. They have no venom, but are so powerful they can wrap around their prey and squeeze them to death, or even drown them.
What was that?
Oh, it's a tapir. Nice. What a relief. An animal that's completely harmless.
Here. And swim down there.
I have to put my bait trap underneath these floating plants at their thickest point. It'd be nearly impossible to get up to the surface to breathe here. The plants are too thick. I place my trap and start making my way back out. I have to wait a bit to see if the trap works. In the meantime, I'll try to grab some sleep. But with all the bugs around, it's pretty tough to nod off. In the Amazon, there's always something close by, ready to eat you. And I've noticed that as soon as you stop moving, the vultures begin to close in.
There we go. Oh. Yes! Check this out. Check it out. You see them? Tuviras. That's the fish I was chasing. That's exactly it. Oh man. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go fishing.
I might have some bait fish now, but only 2 of them. I hope this time I don't get broken off.
Otters, that's cool. They're gonna spook the fish though.
Bite, 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 bite.
Ah! Oh man, there's some teeth down there, that's for sure. Check this out, they took the bait.
The otters are coming closer. The fishing is done here. I'd better make the most of my last bait by finding another spot. So I get back in the jungle, but it looks like it's getting even more dense. The crew and I are getting tired. It's been pretty intense, and the bugs have been relentless. It's time I find the monster wolfish I'm here for.
Guys, I think I found lunch. You see this tree here? It produces a nut that grubs feed on, and we can eat those grubs.
Get some protein for you, my friend.
Oh, nice.
No.
No? Oh, there's one on top, look.
Oh, yeah. There we go. That's what we need.
My favorite.
There you go. Grubs. Here he is.
Some protein.
Here he is. You've been there already, right? Full of
yeah.
protein. Take the head off.
Yeah, right here. Ooh, nice and juicy. My favorite.
This will get you going.
That's what you need. The best thing you could eat in the jungle.
Yep. This one's empty. You see the hole there? It burrowed through the shell. There was actually two grubs in there. Oh yeah, there's a client in there. Come on, buddy. There you go.
Delicious.
It's good. Tastes like a grub from the Amazon. All right, let's keep moving.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was anyone around for miles. But that doesn't seem to be the case.
Hola.
Olá.
¿Cómo está?
Bem. Que procuras?
Estou aqui de pesca. De pesca. Buscando um trairão. E você que está procurando?
Ouro.
Buscando ouro.
É, ouro.
He tells me that he's a gold prospector, and that this is a good area for that.
Tem ouro.
Tem muito?
Bastante ouro.
Conhece um pouco da pesca aqui?
Sim, aqui
do
tem,
peixe?
Aqui tem bastante trairão grande.
Sim?
Sim.
Como grande?
Grande, assim.
Sério?
É, 16 quilos, 14 quilos, 15 quilos. Tem bastante trairão grande.
Não. Ó.
Agora já tem
He says that in the past, there were so many wolfish that locals wouldn't even wash their hands in the water at night for fear of being bitten, a fate that happened to his friend.
Atrás tinha bastante. O meu parceiro, que tinha bateia, aí o trairão vem pelo barulho, pensa que é comida e...
Sério?
Sério, aí bacou a mão dele.
Atacou ele?
Tacou.
His friend was panning for gold. He was standing in the water, up to his knees. As he moved the pan around, a wolfish was attracted by the splashing and the reflections that the pan made. The wolfish slowly approached the pan, mistaking it for prey, and it attacked.
Told you. I mean, I've heard stories like that in the Amazon. Que história. O que está comendo ele?
Tá comendo macaco. Cabeça do macaco.
É. Verdade. Isso? É bom?
É, cabeça de macaco. Muito bom.
Muito. Você? Dá mais de inteligência?
Mais inteligente.
the prospector offers to take me further upriver, to a place where locals have seen very large wolfish.
Oh man, it feels nice to be on a boat.
It's a piece of land that juts out into the river, surrounded by sandbanks that drop off into deep water. I may only have one bait left, but at least I'm sure it's the right kind. The last one I cast out was taken right away.
Here we go.
Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Stay here. Really big fish. Spooning me.
Oh yeah, it's a trail. It's a big one. He's a brute. He's huge. Big fish. Unreal. Look at the size of this wolfish. Look at the size of the Samara. It's huge. It's massive. Oh man. It's exactly what I wanted. And look at the size of its mouth. And check this out. I mean, look. It's humongous. No wonder it's called a piranha killer. For sure, it can crush an entire piranha. But not just piranhas, I'm telling you. This fish can take any kind of fish, and even small animals. Not a problem. Man, that's a beautiful fish.